look over here. If anybody wishes, I'm thinking about doing this. Um, if you dress a little bit like your character, hold on a sec. Let's do this. Start recording this. My backup. If you dress like your character, it's not much, but you get an extra coin for the night to use later on. So it's like a bonus luck point, pretty much. But don't feel compelled, or if you're not interested, that's fine too. It's whatever. That's why it's a reward. It's not like, oh, if you don't dress, then you lose shit. Um, a quick recap. When last we left, our intrepid investigators, they were in the Saltmarsh Saloon and Hotel. And actually, the night before, they had met Sorcha Odale, or Odale, and her daughter, Ashlyn. That's how you pronounce it, Ashlyn. And briefly met them. They had gotten some rope in order to climb down that hole in the underneath the preacher's house, the
Parsonage.
parsonage. Thank you. Yeah, I like that term, using that term for it actually, because it differentiates.
Right.
Climbing down that hole into the parsonage because they suspect that there are prisoners down there. Don't know how they got down there or anything more about it. Um, the father Lyman Frack also like touched the little girl's cheek, and then she had a mosquito bite. That's weird. Um, the mosquito sickness is still around. It is getting later in. It is. That was September 2nd. It's September. It'll be September 3rd. Ozuye Shappa has gone missing. He's been missing since the 1st. When while he and Miss Blackwood were supposed to be distracting the people at the infirmary, he suddenly looked out the window, said, "I've got to
And
go,"
he
and
himself got
that's and
distracted.
then just left. Yeah, he just took off and left Miss Blackwood just to do everything. Not sure what about that, but Lieutenant Shaeder has checked his room each night since they've gotten back. He checked it. Uh, let's see, that would have been Sunday night. No, wait, Saturday night. And you
No.
checked it Sunday night, and it was still locked. There had been no sign of Ozuye Shappa that night either. So he's been missing. Come Monday, he'll have been missing for 2 days.
Yeah,
Um,
that's getting one night. One night I could understand. Two is
mhm,
starting to
mhm.
get concerning.
Yes, definitely. So, oh, I should roll for some weather for Monday. Let me get my lovely little weather dice out. Uh, I don't think sunshine and a tornado go together, so it's a nice day. So what we're gonna start here on Monday, September 3rd, in the morning.
It's sunny, but it's windy. How
Oh
about
yeah,
that?
okay, I like that. That's a great compromise. Sunny but windy. A lot of wind blowing in from the Pacific this morning. Um, the three of you get up at a decent hour. Jimenez comes back into town from, I believe last night you went back home, from Hazard's house, um, and meet for breakfast there at the saloon. And you have just gotten some food on the table and are starting to try to figure out what are we doing today? Are we going to go look for Ozuye Shappa? Are we going to um, are we going to just go ahead and head into this parsonage and see what's in that hole? What's the plan? When the Batwing doors come open and Ozuye Shappa kind of stumbles into the room. He looks like he's been rode hard and put away wet. There's mud up the side of his blue jeans. His jacket is dirty. His hair is disheveled. One of his you have braids, don't you? Do you have a braid?
He's got a few braids,
He's
yeah.
got braids. One of his braids, there's like some kind of leaves or something stuck in it. Like he was going, like he was running through the woods or something. He looks sweaty. He's kind of got his rifle in his hand, like it
Are
slipped
they
off of
are
his
they leaves?
shoulder, and he didn't even want
Are
to
they
put it
leaves of
back.
three?
Are
There's
they
something
what?
about leaves of. Are they leaves
No, they're
of
not. It's
three?
not poison ivy.
Okay.
It's just leaves and pine needles. His clothing is dirty. His boots are caked with mud, like like a lot of it, but it's dried mud. As he kind of stumbles into the saloon, um, and the first thing you see as Shappa are your three companions, Jimenez, Miss Blackwood, and Lieutenant Shaeder are there. Um, and Josie, if you're ready, once you get your camera on, we'll get you involved too. Okay. Um, so, what do you want to do, Azush? The three of you haven't seen this guy in 2 days, and he looks like He's definitely been sleeping outside. And maybe, I mean, he's just a mess. He just looks like he's been through hell.
Well, let's pull him over to the table and, you know,
he's gonna move towards the table.
So you motion him over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're exhausted, Ozuye. You haven't had very much sleep.
Okay.
You've had a
I'll
little.
sit.
There's a kind of a smell about him, like you've never smelled it before. All right, it's not like sweat. It's just it's real light. It's just like barely about, but you notice it when he sits down.
Is it earthy?
No, it's more skunky, but it's not skunk. And he's definitely not been sprayed because you would know that and you would not be sitting at the same table with him. But there's like this something almost like he fell to the ground in something that smelled. And that's all you can you know what I mean? So it's not like little lines coming off of him or anything like that, but you can definitely tell there's a funk about him that's not natural.
Is it similar to when he came back? What he said he had a peace talk or whatever, with some natives or
no, you would recognize that smell. You would recognize the marijuana smell. You
said skunky, so
it is kind of skunky, but it's more like animal skunk than it is like it's not like smoke smell. It's more like an animal. Or
musk.
It's like a musk, yeah, but it's an unfamiliar one, and it's not a good one, but it's not strong enough to make you be like, go away. It's just kind of you just catch a hint of it.
Gotcha.
There he is.
What? Ozuye, what happened to you? Where have you been?
There she is. Yeah, Ozuye. So. They're probably wondering where you've been for the last 2 days. Oh, that lady comes downstairs around this time too. Sorcha Odale, right? Sorcha, sorry, I'm sorry. Sorcha. I haven't heard it in a month, so I forgot. With her daughter. Now the daughter's Ashling, right? Okay, yes, got that one. Okay. And they come down the stairs. And what do you want to do, Sorcha? Are you coming down for breakfast? Is that the plan? It's early morning, Monday morning.
Hello.
Hi, kid.
Cat.
Yeah.
You can see these four are sitting at a table, but they're with they're with a red Indian, which is new. You haven't seen this guy. You have never seen him. No, you've never seen him before in your life.
Covered in mud.
He looks like he's obviously lives off the land. There's mud up his blue jeans, on his boots are covered in mud. He's dirty. Chaps.
He wears chaps.
You just wear assless chaps. That's all.
He has chaps. He has chaps.
Oh, okay. There's mud on his chaps, but there's probably some on your jeans underneath too, because it doesn't cover the back. His jacket is dirty. One of his braids has come partially undone. He just looks like he's been sleeping outside for the last.
And he's probably sitting in the chair like this.
Yeah, he's kind of leaning back. Well, they just ask you what happened, and that's when you lean forward. So anyway, Sorcha, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Let's deal with you for just a moment, and then we're going to let Ozuye Shappa tell his tale, sort of.
Okay. So I'm walking down the stairs?
Mm-hmm. You've come down the stairs from your room with Ashling.
Okay. We're probably holding hands, walking down the stairs,
Yep. You feel her hand squeeze yours as soon as you can see these people sitting at the table. And she's kind of pulling.
Part of that?
She's kind of squeezing your hand and she's pulling to get you to lean down.
Oh, okay. I lean down.
There's another red Indian, is what she says to you.
Oh.
And she points at Ozuye Shappa. People at the table can make a spot hidden if you wish. Any real high rolls mean you're facing their direction. To see if you notice
I
this
look over when she points.
redhead child. I think I put a picture of Ashling.
Just a regular success.
That did not work.
Is that the picture that's on the role-playing journal entry?
Probably. It should be in NPCs as well.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, well, you got your back to them. Your back is to those particular stairs.
That's the way I'm sitting.
Yeah, you just got your back. Did anybody else make it? We got a thumbs up.
I got a regular success.
Regular. So Jacqueline and Lieutenant Shaeder, how about Ozuye Shappa?
Sorry.
Spot hidden, please.
Yeah.
Faster, Sean, faster.
He doesn't care.
I failed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not paying attention. So, Fernando, you're facing these steps where they're coming down. So you see them. The rest of you, you probably hear Aisling talking. Anyway, she said, "There's a red Indian," and she points at this muddy, dirty gentleman sitting at the table with the other three. Is there anything you particularly want to do, Sorcha? Or Miss O'Donnell?
Yeah, I'll definitely look where she's pointing and notice him. Oh, that's very interesting, dear. I wonder what he's been up to.
Rolling around on the ground, it looks like.
Yes, I suppose so.
Can we have pancakes?
Let's go down and have a bite to eat.
Okay.
Yeah?
So you guys sit down, and they've got, and some food comes eventually. You can overhear this conversation, unless the four of you are trying to be really quiet. There's really almost nobody else in the place. Warren Blank's behind the bar. You got the two kids that do the bellhop stuff. Doesn't look like it's very busy this morning at all. It is a Monday, which has traditionally been pretty slow here. So Ozuye Shappa, you remember, you start to tell them of being with Miss Blackwood at the at the infirmary when out the window you saw Shiatanka. Yes, you saw, and you went to the window to look. You wanted a better look, and this time it didn't just kind of disappear. It wasn't as far away, and it did this to you. That's when you turned to her and you said, "I've got to go," and then you headed out the door and you left. That was all that was actually documented from last time. So what do you want to do? Guys, we're going to play Ozuye Shappa out here for a few minutes while to see what happened to him in the last 48 hours.
He goes outside. He's following.
This time it doesn't disappear quickly, but it stays far enough away that you can't quite catch it. And it takes you kind of a merry chase. Every time you lose it, you soon spot it in a different direction. And you find yourself...
Wait, but did he leave then? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, he is telling you the story of how he left the infirmary 2 days ago. Yeah, we're going to play out him telling you the story here for a few minutes. Okay. So this is his story, so you guys are all getting this information.
Gotcha.
You followed... You headed, you think, northeast, which led you up into the mountains. And you just continued to follow and track Chiatonka. But you never quite lost him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you couldn't see him, you found track.
The moment I lost the track, I saw him.
Correct.
The moment I lost him, I found a track.
Yes, exactly. It's like it wanted you to follow him, okay? And this went on for hours. Through the night, you were trying to follow Chiatonka. And as it got darker and it was harder to track him, he started showing up closer. But he was still far enough away, you couldn't speak to him, you couldn't talk to him, you couldn't get a good look at him.
Okay.
Even, except that he was massive and covered in fur. And there were some times when you thought for sure you were going to catch him, and he was just gone. And then he appeared at a distance. It was really strange. And this continued through the next day until the next night, when his trail led you back to the swamp. Okay, so last night, his trail had led you back to the swamp, and you had more difficulty following him. And you were exhausted. You've been tracking this guy for 24 hours, 36 hours by this point.
Yeah.
You were exhausted. You'd fallen many times. Had to push through bushes and stuff. And then when you got back in the swamp, it was a swamp. It was muddy. It was gross. At least it wasn't the salt marsh. You were thankful for that. It did not lead you to the salt marsh. And sometime during the night, or your memory's playing tricks on you, because you're not sure if it was early in the night or late in the night because you were so tired.
I've been up for 48 hours.
Yeah, and you've been on your feet and running half the time. And at one point you stopped and you were leaning against a tree and you were resting when you heard footsteps approaching you. And they were not like the kind of footsteps you would expect to approach. Slogging through the swamp directly towards you, but you couldn't see anybody. It was too dark. Okay. You were down under the trees, and this person kept getting closer and closer, and then you thought you saw two red dots, glowing red dots, where you thought the person was. And you don't know how they could know where you are, because it's so dark. But whoever they were heading straight towards you. And as you started to consider maybe this isn't a good thing, something grabbed you from behind. The hand that covers your mouth, actually, the smell hits you the moment before it grabs you. This stench, like a skunk, a dead skunk that's been sitting in the sun for months. And then this leathery hand, big enough to cover your whole head, like this big if it was right up against your face, grabbed you and grabbed you and suddenly pulls you back and down. And you find yourself in a bush that is really way too small to hide in. And the smell is there. And even as you're pulled down into this bush by something that feels like, you feel like a child has been grabbed by an adult, whatever this was. Even as you're pulled down into the bush, this figure that's approaching stops. You can only see a silhouette and these glowing red eyes. And it looks, it's like looking like it's lost sight of you somehow. And you're looking at this bush that, even though you're crouched down, it's only coming up this high on your face. And you can't understand how whoever that is can't see you.
Okay.
And then, to your horror, this person falls apart. It literally, you're not sure if it's a man or a woman. It is relatively tall. You can scratch out that little lady from the infirmary. It's definitely not her. But it like turns into tiny little dots. It's like it disintegrates. It's like it just fades and forms like this high-pitched buzzing whine of a swarm, which then heads off to your left through the swamp. Go ahead and make me a sanity check.
Yeah.
For that. That guy's gone. There was definitely a man there of some kind, and it just turned into what? You don't know. Oh, 7? That
7.
would be 0. You don't take any. You're like, yeah, I kind of expected that to happen. It was terrible, but I've seen worse. So the whatever's holding you holds you again for like maybe another minute without moving. The stench is almost overwhelming. You're like, oh my god, and then it just shoves you away. And as you stumble away and try to look back, you see a shadow of a big shaggy something, which you're guessing is Chiatanka, heading into the swamp again. Now, you don't get back till next morning, so keep that in mind. Do you want to pursue?
No, I would just respond. Thank you, Chiatanka.
Chiatanka stops and looks back at you. You know, like, looks over his shoulder and then starts moving away more slowly. And then it takes 3 or 4 steps and stops. Thank you, Lillian. And looks over its shoulder again and then continues on. And then stops and looks over its shoulder before it goes again.
I'm taking it he gave me the information I needed to get because he's a sacred messenger.
Mm-hmm.
So he got me to where I needed to learn this.
Okay. You can think that. But then what's he doing now?
I'm going to try to figure out which direction I need to go to get back to town.
You're not exactly sure. It shouldn't be too hard. These swamps aren't huge. Chiatanka's still over there. He keeps looking at you.
Do you know the way to town?
It does like this. He does like this. And then he heads off.
I'm following.
In that direction. All right. Yeah. You follow him, and it's the same kind of thing as it was before. If you lose sight of him, you find tracks. And it's weird that you're finding tracks in a swamp. It's like he's picking places where his tracks will stay for a little bit longer. Yeah, exactly. And you come to a house, a little log cabin. There's a tiny bit of smoke, only a tiny bit of smoke coming out of a crudely made chimney. There are windows, and something is in the windows that's glittering. There is a bare light inside. You don't see any sign of Chiatonka at this point.
Okay.
The tracks led you here.
I'm going to go and knock on the door.
What? You hear that from inside.
Need directions.
You hear like a mumbling, grumbling, and the door is pulled open. You realize you couldn't see it before because it's dark out. Looks like there's a mirror hung on the outside of the door. And the man there, okay, he's a big man. He's probably close to 7 foot tall. He is bearded. Let's see, what do I need? Nope. I need to go all the way back to NPCs. I did not open the right thing. Hold on one moment. There he is. Okay. He glares at you. He gives you a not terribly friendly look. He says, just what I need. A Lakota wandering around in the swamp. And then he turns his back on you, but he leaves the door open.
This guy knows his Indians.
Yeah, you're standing there in the dark, and he apparently, I've placed his picture in NPCs.
And it's not like you're wearing traditional clothing.
No, he's not.
I'm not, no.
So, what do you do?
May I enter?
Not going to answer that question. Think I was born yesterday? He comes back over to the door and he reaches up to his right and he grabs something. And he throws it down to the ground. And he points at it.
What is it?
I just dumped a bunch of rice on the ground in front of your feet. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about that? Huh? Yeah, I know what you are. Good luck getting in. And he just walks back into the room. You can smell something cooking in here. It smells amazing. Like, you haven't really eaten much but bark, berries, roots for the last 2 days. Whatever you could forage off the land, which wasn't much in early September. And your stomach just turns, like growls, like, feed me. Because he's cooking some kind of meat, and it smells creamy, like there's a sauce. You can smell potatoes, and they're not just fried like all the food in freaking Saltmarsh is. Yeah, it just smells delicious. But he just walks away from you.
Can I give you money for food?
Are you still standing outside the door?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, I don't need your money. Wait a minute. Who brought you here? Here, wait. He grabs a piece of garlic and he throws it at you. Yeah, take a bite of that. That ain't always the way to go. All right. Come here. Let's see. Here, I got one. Come here. No. Yeah. You're not going to get me to invite you in that easy. You freaking bloodsucker. He comes walking over, and he shoves a mirror in your face, and then he looks at it. And you're in there.
Yeah.
You do what you want. Still not going to invite you in, just in case. So can you come in or not?
Step in.
Okay. All right, then you see, he reaches up and slams the door behind you. There are, every window's got a mirror in it. There are crosses hanging all over the place. There are Bibles, open Bibles in book stands, or not book stands, but like propped up near each window, and there's one next to the door. You might not recognize the Bible for what it is, but you've probably seen enough of them to know what those are.
Yeah.
They do have a very specific layout.
Yeah, well, it's just, the big cross on the front's a giveaway too. You can see.
You won't see that.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bucket of rice next to the front door. There's some fishing nets hung up on one wall near the door. Yeah. That's what you can see in the dark. And this guy goes back over to this cook stove, pretty big one actually, and he gets working on this meal, and oh my God, it smells amazing. You're almost salivating. You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep swallowing the drool because you're so hungry, and it smells so good. And he's like, "So which one of them brought you?" Huh?
Giatanka.
Oh, yeah, the Lakota one. Of course, of course. Can't get very original, can they? I smelled him on you. They stink. They all stink. Giatanka, Sasquatch, whatever they call him down south. The funk ape. No, the skunk ape. Skunk ape. That's what they called him in Florida.
What are you trying to protect yourself from?
What do you think? He, hits one of the crucifixes that's hanging over the stove, flicks it, and sets it spinning.
I do not know the white man's religion.
Oh, this goes back further than the religion. This goes back to before. This goes back to Cain and Abel. Way back. Prehistoric times. Antediluvian. They've been around forever. But I'm not staying much longer, you see. I gotta be in Berlin. I teach cooking there. He's messing with whatever's on the stove again. And he finally takes a big knife and he cuts something. And he grabs a plate and he slops it on there and he puts some of these potatoes on and he puts it down in front of you and he pours some water into a cracked cup. You have been hearing, you were in Saltmarsh a little bit and you heard some rumors about these weird thefts that were taking place. And some Bibles had gone missing and other accoutrements, mainly kitchen items, it seemed like. And you're starting to wonder where he got all this stuff around here. The food looks it's like a beef in some kind of a dark cream sauce with the potatoes on the side. There's already utensils on the table. He says, "Do you use a knife and fork?"
Yes.
Good. Go on. Oh my God, it's amazing, Sean. You've never had food like this. Flavorful, spicy. It's like the most amazing thing you've ever tasted. You know what I mean? And you've had good meals.
Yeah.
But this is better than anything. You see him stick his finger into the sauce and lick it. He goes, saffron is off.
Where the hell did he get saffron?
Wouldn't you like to know? Probably stole it.
What are these creatures you protect yourself against?
You know, the bloodsuckers. There's some in the swamp. Don't know how many, but they're out there. Can't believe you're still alive. You walk around at night.
People? A tall man.
I have never seen them, but I have my sources. You know, the U.S. government knows about them. It's just not doing anything about them.
Are you speaking of Jumlins?
Am I? Is he? What are Jumlins?
Jumlin is a cruel and evil spirit that fed on the blood of the living, according to the Lakota.
All right, Lakota. It's like them. It's like those things, you see. Probably not exactly. See, you knew what I was talking about. Why do you ask questions when you know the answer? Huh?
Because what you use to stop them is not a part of what we know them to be stopped by.
What do you use them to stop them?
Normally we kill them.
Yeah, that's what we do too. He points over. There's several stakes sitting in a chest. Not chest, like a box. It's like a crate. He goes, yeah, but I'm not going to fight him because I'm leaving. I'm packing everything up here in the next day or two, and I'm heading for Berlin. Looking forward to getting out of this crazy country. But you're Lakota. You just sidled up with the white man, didn't you, a few months ago? Or they made you, one or the other. It doesn't really matter. You're still stuck with us.
I am only half Lakota.
Okay, that's way more information than I really wanted, to be quite honest. So what are you doing in the swamp at night? Why are you here?
I was with a group in Saltmarsh investigating this plague that is happening.
Plague, yeah. All right. I don't know how you found this place. It ain't easy to find. But I'll be gone in a day or two, so I don't really care. So finish up, and you probably better spend the night. Because if you leave now, it'll be just in time for the feeding. And nobody likes the feeding, except for the feeder.
Yes, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
What's your name, anyway?
Ozuye Shappa.
Ah, how fancy. What does that mean, Sean?
It means Warrior of Red Thunder.
Okay, that's what he said. How fancy. Well, I still got some work to do on some writing, but I'm not going to do it tonight. So, maybe you should just go to sleep on the floor over there, or wherever you can find a spot. I don't care. I got to figure out this recipe before I go back to Berlin. What do you do?
He'll eat.
Yeah, it's really good and filling.
And he'll go find a corner he can lean in.
Yeah, there's plenty. The place is a mess. There's junk all over the place. All the entrances, including the chimney, are protected with mirrors, crosses, Bibles. You don't know. You've never heard of. Well, yeah. You count at least 6 or 8 Bibles in this place. That's a lot. It seems like an excessive amount of Bibles for anyone to have, and they're all different designs. It's not like he went and bought a bunch of Bibles. It's like each one is significantly different.
There's no read and write on this.
No. Everybody's considered to be able to read and write, unless you decide your character doesn't read and write. I believe Ozuye Shappa can't read and write English. That you decided
No, he
at
can't.
some point. But you would recognize a few words, and Holy Bible in big gold script across the front of one of these books is something that you would recognize, because there's been plenty of missionaries coming around the Lakota lands, and they all got a Bible. So,
they ain't getting my information unless they got guns.
Okay. Yeah, he notes your guns are not Lakota.
Yeah. They're not American guns.
No, apparently he knows that. He says your guns aren't Lakota. Why are you using non-Lakota weapons?
My people made a deal with an Englishman.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid us in guns to fight the white man.
Doesn't that seem hypocritical to you? Enough said. Yeah, you pretty quickly fall asleep that night. I mean, and when you wake up the next morning, he is gone. Nothing else has really changed. There are some eggs. You've never seen them cooked this way before. And some kind of hash browns and some bacon on the, the stove is set up so there's a warming area. There's an area where you can leave food and it'll stay kind of warm on one side. It's not getting direct heat from the stove. It's sitting there.
Okay.
Oh.
How are they cooked?
Huh? It's like a souffle.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's very airy and puffy. They taste delicious. Again, perfectly spiced.
Even though they're probably cold.
They're not. They're tepid. They were on this warming area. There is a... oh, yeah, give me a spot hidden. Give yourself a bonus. Actually, no, you would notice this. This guy didn't wear any shoes. Adam didn't wear any shoes. I'm sorry. Whoever he was didn't wear any shoes.
Yeah. He's a big guy,
he had giant feet, too. Really big. Not as big, as the tracks you've been following, but they're really big feet.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a piece of paper, actually. Okay. Yeah, you can eat. There's a piece of paper on the table, and it says it's got an N, and then it's got another arrow that says Salt Marsh, basically. Okay. And it's laid real specifically on the table. You know what I mean? It's not just dropped there, you don't feel like. It feels like
so he left a bunch of stuff here, right?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff there. There's crucifixes. There are Bibles. There is Ozuye Shappa a thief? That's for you to decide. For a guy who just let you stay the night and fed you, you can. I'm just saying. I don't know what kind of noble savage you might be, but
honestly,
you can justify it any way you want. But are you a thief? Is basically the question that needs to be answered.
Is there a rosary somewhere?
Make a luck check.
That would,
51.
that's a successful.
Yeah. You find there's a rosary. It's like just lying. It's on a table with all these other necklaces. Most of them look pretty. None of them look valuable. You know what I mean? Like it's not like this guy was taking anything that was valuable. It didn't seem like.
Valuable. Yeah.
They're just cheap garbage necklaces, and there's a rosary just laying in there with them. As you kind of take a quick.
You know what? He's actually going to take one.
Okay.
And he's going to wrap it around his wrist like a bracelet.
Okay. Yeah. It's got all the beads. It's got a cross hanging from the end. A crucifix.
And he's going to take out, I don't know, like a couple quarters.
Okay. And put it where
leave them on the table.
Okay. Yeah, that'd more than pay for the meal. Well, maybe. You've never had a meal like this, man. You've never had 2 meals like this. Even cold or cool that are not real warm, the eggs were amazing. And you leave. You noticed as you're leaving, there are 2 streams that run around this house, almost like it's on a little island. And they are narrow, but they look relatively deep. There's also some hawthorn trees, saplings planted around this house.
They're nasty.
Yeah, they are.
So she said some hawthorn?
Oh, yeah. And on top of the house, as you're leaving, you look back, and atop the house, there is like a pole from the roof, right? With some kind of a small house on it, with a hole in the eastern side. I think it's the eastern side. It's like a birdhouse, but it's not a birdhouse. It's not built correctly for a birdhouse. And you can make a spot hidden on that one too. Before you get you back to town and you finish your story. That's another success. No, wait, that was a luck check.
Fail.
That's a fail. Okay. So yeah, there's a hole in it. You've never seen a little birdhouse that looks quite like that.
Okay.
So you're just you're like, that's weird looking as you leave. And if you go the direction that the arrow was pointing on the note, and you pretty quickly determine that arrow, the note was laying there to show you which direction was north.
Yeah.
And that direction is salt marsh.
I can make a natural navigate roll. And
no, you don't even need to if you just go that direction. You'll end up coming out of the swamp into the salt marsh, and then you can go across the salt marsh and that's when you walk into the saloon that morning around 7:30 a.m. and plop down, and that's your whole story. That's his whole story.
Yeah. I'll describe some of the stuff I saw in the house. He never told me what it was that, like, what he called it. But what it's called in my people's legends of a creature that sucks on the blood of the living.
A vampire. Somebody was talking about vampires previously.
And I'll also definitely tell them that I saw what appeared to be, a tall man with red eyes in the swamp turn into a swarm of insects.
I thought that's a thing vampires do as well. Or at least one version of the story.
These vampires, to my people, usually try to trick our people into giving them something. The most known is Laughing Sky was sick and promised a son so he could be healed.
Sorcha, give me a spot hidden, please.
By the way, does anyone else see a couple of cameras failing here? Or is that just at my end?
Everything's working here.
Okay, I'm going to log off and back on.
Okay.
Who needs to give you a spot hidden?
Sorcha, spot hidden, please.
There you go.
Oh, me. Me?
Yes.
Oh. Everybody down.
All right. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Probably a fail. Let me see.
All right, there we are.
73 is not good.
That's pretty high.
Really? Yeah, no. Fail.
Okay. Ozuye Shappa, somebody tugs on your sleeve. There's a little redheaded girl there. She goes, that was scary, mister. Have you heard the banshee?
Banshee.
The banshee. It's a screaming ghost that scares you to death. That was almost as good. The giant man living in a house with all those mirrors. Now, Sorcha, now's when you notice your daughter has slipped away from the table, obviously listening in on this story that you couldn't help but overhear. And you didn't notice her when she slipped over to chat with this red Indian.
Okay.
You speak.
She's little.
Makos. I looked down to her.
She's like 6 years old.
You speak of Makosika.
Ooh.
The whaling woman.
She's a whaler. Does she kill whales?
No, she kills people. There's no whales where I come from.
That's what the banshee does. She kills people. She's a sad ghost. She lost a child or something. I don't remember. She just gives you a knowing nod. Like you're on the same page with her. I'm Aisling. And she smiles at you.
Ozuye Shappa.
And she holds her hand out.
I'll shake it.
She shakes her hand. That's Mama. She points to a couple tables over.
I come over and put my hand on her shoulder gently and just say, well, hello there. This is my child. This is Aisling. My name's Sorcha.
Sorry
if she's bothering you.
I'm not bothering him. He's telling me things about Indian stuff. She looked up at you when she said that.
Yeah. He looks like hammered shit.
Yeah, he looks terrible. He looks like he's either been drunk or he's been living in the forest for a while. And he has a funk about him.
Okay.
Did you find a skunk? That's what Aisling asks you.
I found Chinye Tanka.
Who's that?
He is a sacred messenger to my people.
Well, why do you smell
he's a large, hairy creature.
Oh, like a buffalo. They smell.
Buffalo do smell.
That's what they told me.
Buffalo do smell.
Is he the one that messed up your hair and covered you with mud?
No, tracking him covered me with mud and messed up my hair.
And this mister's in the army. Go ahead.
It's been rainy lately here. Strange. In summer, I'd imagine.
Wait, say that again? I didn't.
Strange here in the summer, I'd imagine. Here in America, it doesn't rain too much, does it?
I tracked him through the swamps.
Oh.
That was a spooky story, wasn't it, Ma? It's a spooky story.
Certainly sounds like it to me.
She seems very excited about spooky stories.
Pauses, wanders off into thought a little bit.
Okay.
For a minute. Yeah, not quite sure what to say next.
Yeah. Well,
my apologies.
Awkward.
Miss Blackwood.
Awkward moment happened.
What did you all find?
They seem to be going back to their conversation, Sorcha.
Oh.
To a private conversation, possibly.
All right.
Aisling is willing to stand there and listen in. She doesn't care. She's just kind of fascinated by this red Indian.
Oh, dear, let's go back to our table and have some breakfast, yes?
We already ate. You guys were eating the whole time they were telling this story a couple tables over.
Sorry, I didn't realize that.
Their voices kind of care. I mean, it took him probably 20 minutes to tell this story.
Okay. Well, let's not bother them too much more. Let's get on with our day, shall we?
What are we doing? She comes with you if you start to lead her away.
Yeah, I'll take her hand and
What are we doing?
Let's go out and take a look at the town in the daylight. Get the lay of the land.
All
It's
right.
important to get the lay of the land.
She seems more interested in these people, but she goes with you. There you go.
I don't want to disturb their conversation or like intrude. So that's kind of like the vibe.
Aisling doesn't care. She's a child of 6. There's no rudeness as far as she's concerned on knowing everything. Okay, so there you go. And Ozuye Shappa asked what happened after he left, didn't you? Something to that effect?
Yes.
Or yeah.
I think so, yeah.
There you go.
Well, actually, remind me, out of character, we didn't find another entrance, did we?
Correct. You searched. No. You found the hole. You came back to town. You kind of talked about it.
Well,
there was a crack. No, wait. That first day, you searched part of that cliff face. You found Fernando found like a hole with water coming out that could account for the water that you heard pouring down somewhere down in that pit. Maybe because it was like coming out not from the river but like from the rock under the river. You searched part of that and you found that crack. Yeah, and you found that crack that goes back and is just dark, but it was only like this. And then the next day you came back and you searched the rest of the cliff face, looking for hopefully a secret passage, a secret door, anything. Now that day, Clarissa, the woman who works up the infirmary, came down, and you pretty certain she saw Lieutenant Shaeder and Jimenez. You guys hid, but you were not very well hidden. And she looked right at Jimenez, and I don't remember if she winked or not, but she just was just like,
he did something or did like
some kind of like I see you, and I want to have sex with you. Anyway, Miss Blackwood was with them at the time, but had ducked behind this spur of rock. You don't think that she could have seen Miss Blackwood. You finished searching the entire cliff face, and you could not find any way to get in. So you thought the only way to get in is probably through that hole that we found in the parsonage. And then you came back here and bought rope.
Yeah.
You got like, somebody's going to have to remind me how much rope. I don't remember if it was 50 foot or 100 feet of rope.
Pretty sure I wrote it down.
That's what I think.
I want to say it was like 50.
I think it was 52, but I could be mistaken. I don't want to screw you guys over if you like, oh, damn, we needed 55 feet. And you brought like hanging rope.
I thought I wrote it down.
It's enough. It's the kind of rope that you could use to hang a man. It's not the kind of rope you can use to hook a ship to a fucking dock.
50 as well, though, too,
okay, we'll say 50 foot of rope. Yeah, because it costs just as much as someone could spend.
It's about a 1-inch braid.
Something like that. Yeah, it'd make a great hanging rope. You know what I mean? It's a good multi-purpose rope. It's super heavy, but it's solid that people could climb on it and not worry about it breaking.
No such thing as nylon in this time period.
No.
So.
And they then you came back. Yeah, you came back to the saloon. You had your supper. You met Sorcha and her daughter. The priest showed up last night.
Yeah.
Came in, was talking. You found out from Mr. Blank, who works behind the bar, that the priest was asking about people who live out of town that he might visit. And Mr. Blank also related to you that when he first got here in April, he would go around to people's houses and, get an invitation into their homes so that he could basically, get to know them a little bit. And from what Blank says, he went to most everybody's house in town. And I do not remember if Jacqueline made an occult roll pertaining to that information or not. Off the top of my head, but you can make one now if you want.
I don't think I did. I don't remember that.
You can make one now. As Lieutenant Shaeder and Jimenez, probably you as well, Jacqueline, are just relating information to Ozuye Shappa. Okay. Anybody who has a cult, if you have points in a cult, you can make a check. I'm going to say.
I do.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I mean, technically, everybody has points in it.
No. If it's base, then you just don't have enough information. You definitely pass it. Miss Blackwood, you recall that
hold on a sec.
That vampires, again, coming back to vampires, cannot enter a home without an express invitation.
How about an extreme success?
Yeah, you realize that too. Things like hotels, public buildings, they do not need an invitation to enter. But someone's home, they have to have an invitation. But once they have an invitation, they can come and go as they please.
So that kind of brings up a question.
Go for it.
If you're staying in a hotel,
yes,
and you rent the room, do they have to ask permission to enter that room?
According to Miss Lieutenant Shaeder, if you ask that question, according to Lieutenant Shaeder and Miss Blackwood, no. This is considered a public house. The entire building they can get in anywhere they want.
And that fits the pattern of how this guy's going around.
It sounds like the man I met in the swamp is afraid of the very thing. He would not let me enter.
Oh.
Well, didn't you
Or
say
he would not give me permission to
rice?
enter. He did not give me permission to enter.
Didn't you say he threw down rice?
He threw down rice.
That's an anti-vampire trick.
And I'm going to hold up my hand, and it's going to drop the crucifix.
Yeah.
He had these hanging everywhere.
He's got a rosary. Anybody who's any way familiar with Catholicism.
Yeah.
Jimenez, you recognize this. Greek. You definitely recognize
it. What does a rosary have to do with this? Did he steal that from the priest?
There's a crucifix on the end of it.
He had many crucifixes and rosaries and Bibles.
Yeah, and that rice trick is something that shows up in Chinese belief as well.
His home was lined with mirrors.
Yeah, there are tons of mirrors everywhere.
Now, vampires supposedly can't see their own reflection.
Well, that means you cannot see that reflection.
Precisely.
He did hold a mirror to my face and checked it.
Yep. Yeah.
I am not familiar with the vampire, but to my people, it sounds like it might be what we call a jumlin, which is just a evil spirit that feeds on the living.
They're all probably similar names for the same sort of thing. Either the difference is one is a man, which became a thing, the other never was.
Everybody can make me a natural world who listen to that story. Including Sorcha, if you so desire.
Regular success.
Okay.
Natural
world.
Failure.
Kevin did one better than me.
How'd you do, Jacqueline? I haven't heard from you.
I don't want to talk about it.
You failed? Was it a crypt fail? Or a fumble?
No, but it was pretty bad.
That's fair. Sorcha, how'd you do?
This is the inn, right? We're still there?
Yes.
You're not there, but you heard the whole story. Yeah. I'm giving you a chance to know something that you might recognize from hearing the story that Ozuye Shappa. You might have been trying to ignore it and be polite, but you still overheard certain things.
As I'm walking away. Oh.
No, you're gone, dude, by this time. You left. But you could still make this roll. Just make the roll. Did you make it or not? If you don't, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got a 9. What is it?
So Ozuye Shappa, this hits you after the fact. You didn't recognize it while you were there, but after the fact. The eastern-facing, small, odd-looking house on a pole on his roof. That's the kind of thing you would build if you wanted to attract bats. It's the kind of thing a bat would live in. And Sorcha, you remember that as you're walking down the street, that he was talking about this weird little birdhouse that looked weird, was built weird, and you're like, I wonder if that was for bats.
Essentially.
Kind of, yeah.
It was a bat house.
Yeah, you think it was a bat house. It was to attract bats to live in it. So the two of you, even though you're hundreds of yards apart, both realize that at some juncture.
Now that I think of it, he had a bat house on his. He had a small box meant for attracting bats on his roof.
Well, they eat the mosquitoes, do they not?
Oh yeah.
Bats eat insects. Yes.
That's an excellent point.
Everybody, make an intelligence check. The four of you. Sorry, not you, Sorcha. You don't have enough information for this yet.
I thought I was actually walking out of the out of the inn.
They had this huge conversation that took them
failed.
like 10 minutes. There's no way you'd still be there.
Success for me.
Regular
Success.
Almost
Fernando's
hard.
success.
Extreme success.
Okay.
No, wait, wait,
Almost.
no, that wasn't mine. That
An
wasn't mine.
extreme failure
But it was
for me.
still a success.
Okay. Miss Blackwood, have you familiarized yourself with some of the newspapers in town at all?
Oh yeah, of course.
So you've read back issues. All three of you. Wait, Azuye Shappa, you did not. You failed, right?
I completely failed.
It actually makes a lot of sense. The other three of you, Jimenez, Jacqueline Blackwood, and Lieutenant Shaeder, remember there was a story a few weeks ago, or in an older paper, about a family who had not caught the fucking mosquito sickness at all. And one of the points of the story was that it's a Negro family, but the lady was always saying, "Hey, we eat a lot of honey, and that's what keeps us healthy." Blah 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 blah. But one thing that was also in the story was the fact that there was a ton of bats living in their barn up in the top, and they used the guano for certain things.
For fertilizer and everything.
Yes, it was very dangerous to work with, but it was noted. It was one of Hutton's stories, and it was noted. There must have been hundreds of bats living up in that barn, is what Hutton wrote in that story. It was a page 3 story. It was towards the back, but it was interesting that nobody in this family has gotten this mosquito sickness.
Huh. So bats as a deterrent to mosquitoes. That makes sense.
But you said that man disintegrated into a great swarm, did you not?
Yes, it was. I saw a figure with red eyes, and when it seemed he lost sight of me, he turned into, as best I could say, a swarm of insects. It's hard to tell if it was mosquitoes, but
no, we're not doing that, pal.
So that could be how he is getting from the cave into the parsonage or anywhere else. It's
oh no!
Still doesn't.
No,
it still doesn't explain of how they got their captives in there. There has to be a way for them to get their captives in there.
Mm-hmm. Because he could transit through, if he could turn into a swarm of bugs through that crack we saw. Can he carry items and clothing
or the secret passage in the parsonage that we found as well?
Yeah. Can he carry things with him in that form?
I would think they would have to have the same ability that he does, and I don't think they would have that ability.
Yeah, no.
Everybody make another intelligence check, except for Azuye Shappa. Oh no, you guys did tell him. Yeah, Azuye Shappa, you can make it too.
Extreme success.
Oh, okay, you definitely.
Not this time.
Jimenez, that makes total sense that you made this actually.
Okay.
No, just so Azuye Shappa, it comes to you, but Jimenez, you know this is now the truth. You remember the trapdoor that was put down that had all those holes?
Yeah,
in it?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. All right. Well, no, you said you could go up and down the pipe as a mosquito, but you realize you don't even have to open the trapdoor to get through necessarily as mosquitoes. Okay. Okay, sorry. Well, you had it before me anyway. I didn't even need to make the roll.
Okay.
Nope, we're not doing that.
I love you. Let me love you.
Oh, he's not trying to love me. He's trying to eat the headphone cord.
Oh, no. You need a little piece of string to play with him.
Let him.
Lillian has like a dozen cats.
Let him figure out why you don't do that.
Nope.
I have 5.
That's a lot of cats.
Anyway.
We have 4.
Oh, my God.
I will say, that's a lot of cats, but not enough dogs.
Anyway, we're not going to go there. Yeah, okay. What else? Anything else that you four wish to discuss? Yeah, keep going.
Turned on either.
But so I was thinking maybe we should talk to the quarrymen or the people digging the reservoir if they've come across anything strange, or maybe would they have had to have a scientist examine the area? Maybe he found something as well.
That would have been done weeks or months ago.
I know,
you know what I mean? No, you would know that. It was probably in the paper. You know what I mean? Because once you guys came back from all that shit,
but he wouldn't put everything he found in the paper, would he? Maybe he found an entrance into something somewhere.
Well, the reservoir is also like a mile away from the infirmary.
There might have been a report, but I don't know if it'll do us any good.
Okay. It was something in the paper about, they did have someone come check the place, check the area, in order to make sure that they could put a reservoir there and it wasn't just going to all the water leak out, or there was some kind of bad earth there that would cause the water to go bad or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is maybe like there's someone that found another entrance somewhere that we don't know about or something, basically, is what I'm getting at. But
it's possible.
It's possible, yeah. You could always ask him, yeah.
Yeah. But so would he still be in the area, or would they still need him at the reservoir? Yeah, that's basically what I'm.
No, and you can get that information pretty easily.
There's probably a report somewhere, but like I said, I don't know if it'll do us much good.
Probably the assayer's officer, the town clerk would have something like that. And actually, Jimenez, you've been around long enough to know that the town clerk is actually also the assayer, the town assayer. She has the same job. And she does most of her clerking work out of the assayer's office, which is down the street.
Okay.
That is Eloise Smith. When her husband was killed, she just took over the job as assayer, and nobody said anything. You've been in town, you heard all these rumors and stuff about that kind of thing. So,
well, to be honest, she probably had the most knowledge of the job anyway.
So yeah. What do y'all want to do? It's early. It's still early morning. It's not past like 8:30. Maybe even not that late. You got the whole day ahead of you. It's a sunny but windy day, we have determined. And yeah, we're going to deal with you four real quick, and then we'll find out what Sorcha wants to do.
I would. Yeah, we got rope. I want to make sure I get a lantern as well. Yeah.
Yes, you could. It's Monday. Yeah, you could pick a lantern up. It's going to be a negligible price, so you can definitely get a lantern and some with a full tank of oil or extra oil if you want. Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not going to cost enough to matter.
Okay.
But what is the plan?
Oh, that I have written down on my sheet.
I would.
Okay, you already did it.
Yeah.
If it is possible, I think I would like to get cleaned up.
They have baths here. You can buy a bath.
You definitely need it.
A hot bath.
And Mr. Shaeder, if you would be so kind, he puts his rifle on the table, and he pulls his revolver and puts it on the table.
Okay.
As
a man of the military, I know you know how to clean a gun.
His gun has a lot of mud on it. Both of them do. Like, he's a mess.
I'll take care of that for you. Not a problem.
Yeah, you definitely have a gun cleaning kit, Shaeder.
Yeah, you go get yourself cleaned up. I'll get these cleaned up.
Right.
Yeah, you can get it takes a while because they got to heat all the water, fill the tub. Yep. So it's probably an hour-long process, and most of that is just waiting for the water to be ready.
Yeah.
And some of these boys are bringing in, they've got a room with a tub. Some of these boys keep bringing it in as you're bathing and just fill up, give you more hot water, and then they head out. And so it's a process. You can wash your clothes in the same water as yourself if you want.
Okay.
I mean, who cares? Or you can wash yourself and then wash your clothes in that same water or whatever you want to do. Does Ozuye Shappa have a change of clothes?
That I don't think he.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he definitely does not have a change of pants.
Okay. So you might not want to wash your pants unless you want to have wet pants, which would be chafy, potentially. Lily's
nothing worse than wet pants.
No, wet pants feel terrible, especially long pants.
Wet jeans.
Yeah. So, okay. So you're going to be doing that. Let's jump. What about the rest of you three? He's getting a bath. It's going to take 45 minutes to an hour. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to just wait for him, or do you want to go wander around town, or...
Well, I've got a task to take care of, so I'm going to do that.
Oh, what's your task?
Cleaning those guns.
Oh, yeah. You go up, you get your gun kit, come back down, or you can do it in your hotel room, wherever you want to do it.
I'll just do it upstairs. I've got a kit
Okay.
to do that with. I've got the stuff I use to maintain my own. So
yeah, you can use your towels and stuff from a towel.
and
You have
if I
hand
need
towels and
anything,
stuff.
I'll just bounce across to the store and get it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not going to take you that long to clean the guns, but yeah, you can get them in tip-top shape again.
While I've got the kit out, I'll clean my own as well.
Yeah, they're a mess. The guns are just muddy.
Yeah.
They're just dirty.
You've probably not dealt with these guns before.
Yeah.
Yeah, one shot gun. Looks like it's got some pretty big bullets, high velocity.
Yeah, these are nice, actually.
Yeah. How about Miss Blackwood? Anything you want to do over the next hour? A no is as good an answer as any, and we're gonna skip
Actually,
ahead.
can I go get a lantern as well?
Yeah.
And I think I want to. I don't know. Is there a bookstore or anything around?
You start walking around town. You can walk around town for the next half an hour and look for a bookstore. I have not placed a bookstore in this town. There's not there's not enough need for one. You know what I mean?
Fair. That's fair.
This is a small town of about 1,000 people. They're
This
just
is a small town,
trying
and
to
I'm
survive.
a spoiled rich girl.
Yes, you are a spoiled rich girl. I believe there's a key with the map in Saltmarsh Maps that'll tell you most of the buildings in town. Some of them don't have anything written by them. They just nothing's been located at that position yet. If you have trouble finding it, you probably run into Sorcha, whatever her last name is. She's been kind of vague about that. Sorcha, what are you doing? You wanted to go and look. You told your daughter, let's get the lay of the land. Let's look around town. Is that what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you looking for anything in particular, or what?
Yes, I am. Okay, first before we we were heading out of the door of the inn, right?
You headed out the door as they started to talk about what happened after Ozuye Shappa left them. Because they were just starting that conversation when you were like, let's let them have their privacy, blah, 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 and you left. So you heard Ozuye Shappa's whole story. Guy living in the swamp, crucifixes and mirrors and shit everywhere. If you have any occult, you can go ahead and make a roll on that. Bibles. You have not been here long enough to associate who this fellow might be. Jimenez and Shaeder have been here long enough to probably figure out who this might be living out in the swamp with no shoes.
Oh, wait. This is all confusing. Okay, I got a 1 on one of them and a 10 on the other. What does that mean?
That'd be an 11.
That's 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a good roll.
That's a very good success. That's a hard success.
Hard success? Okay. I'm trying to decide.
Cool.
Ireland. Are vampires a thing in Ireland? Are there a lot of vampires in Ireland? Someone look that up for me.
I actually did.
If you were from Eastern Europe, you would be like, bing, I know exactly what this guy's afraid of. In the Americas, it's kind of hit or miss and then Britain, simply because the lore is just not as prevalent in the culture quite yet.
Yep, they exist.
Yeah, no. I have answers, actually.
Okay.
I looked it up.
So what are Irish vampires?
So, are 2 that I found. Derek Dewey.
Okay.
Bloodsucker.
That's an Irish
vampire figure.
Yeah.
And then Ortok.
Yes.
Hard to pronounce these words.
Ortok.
Undead tyrant figure rises from grave repeatedly.
Okay, yeah. So you've heard enough.
Things that feed on forest curses tied to land or burial.
Okay. So you've heard enough to
Stuff
know
like
that people that come back. Yeah, you can make the connection that this guy is afraid of blood-sucking vampire, apparently.
People that eat people, kind of.
And you're also the one who recognized that was a house for bats on that guy's roof that Ozuye Shappa was talking about. I believe you made your natural world. So that's some kind of a house for bats, which doesn't really fit with vampires unless vampires are bats. Because remember, you're getting half the story here. You don't know anything about much about the mosquito sickness that's happening here. Well, you did hear Ozuye Shappa note that this guy apparently disintegrated and turned into a bunch of insects of some kind. So you've got that information, but yeah.
I definitely have no connection. I heard anything about the rice or the mirrors or the bat. That doesn't. I don't think that registers.
But probably the crucifixes and the Bibles and that kind of stuff are to hold off some kind of evil thing. You know how Catholics are. So, what do you want to do? today
Yep.
and figure out a way to get with the rest of the
Yeah.
group. Suddenly, Aisling is kidnapped by vampires.
Well,
Oh, now you need help.
right.
That's not happening.
It's just the most logical thing is to. I haven't walked around the town yet in the daytime, really. So,
Yeah, you see the blacksmith shop.
kind of the
You
most
see
logical thing.
a livery stable. There's a bank down the street. You will find the marshal's office. You find there's a dentist and a barber. There's a haberdashery making hats. There's it says Salt Marsh Sayer's office. What else is real prevalent downtown? There's a bunch of little businesses on the bridge, like pushcart type businesses where people try to sell little gewgaws and little useless or useful items. There is a schoolhouse. You notice the schoolhouse. It's very prevalent on right near the river. It's got a little bell tower. Obviously, you probably heard that bell ringing this morning. It is a Monday. School sessions have started, I believe. I know it was in the paper. I can't remember exactly if this was the date or not.
A mortician.
There's a mortician. There is a doctor's office down to the south. There's some fishermen's huts. There's a very large house, very, very big building. You can see a church of some kind up on the hill, and then the road continues on up into the distance. There's a cemetery behind there. There's some farms about. I'm trying to think of what else stands out. There's some kind of
the lady barber down by the docks or whatever?
No, she went the other direction. I had her go the other way.
direction.
She kind of went down Main Street in the direction that there's more stuff. There's some kind of fish processing building where probably the fishermen sell their fish to this guy. He has them filleted or cut up or salted so that they can be shipped or they can be distributed throughout the town or sold or whatever. Those are the things off the top of my head.
I'm not particularly interested in most of that. The
Mhm.
doctor, though,
Yeah, it's
perhaps that may be high up on my list. But also I want to let you know this whole time, I'm
Mhm.
looking at the plants also around.
Mhm.
All the plants. Any plant I see, I'm taking note of it, what it is.
Mostly grass, a little bit of
It has any
grass,
use.
some flowers, not too many.
You know what?
Tell me.
I'll bite. What kind of grass?
I don't know, just grass. Just some grass. Some people have little yards of some kind. People have little gardens by their homes. Sometimes in September they're not growing very much. It's it's late in the season for anything to grow. There's a tiny chill in the air. It's probably going to start getting. Say again. Hold on.
Probably pretty dry if it's, you say early September, right?
Early September, and you're on the coast. So you're talking that kind of
after
seagrass
August.
kind of crap that grows almost everywhere where there's some dirt or sand.
Sure.
Yeah, but in town there's not a
Dry-ish.
whole lot. Yeah, it's pretty dry. You could see a ship.
Okay.
Looks like a schooner
so
is out in the bay. Yeah. There's what have I missed?
And looking at the landscape around me, like, where do I assume best, like, direction for, just find more plants, basically in general, especially like herbs that I might know.
You don't probably want to go into
because I'm looking also.
North of the town is a
I'm
salt
also
marsh.
taking note of Ashling's cheek and her bite and checking it out, seeing how it is today.
It's just a mosquito bite, looks like. It's red because she keeps scratching it. Yeah, it itches, obviously. If you ask her, she says it itches. There's a large salt marsh to the north. You're not thinking you're going to find anything of value there. Beyond that appears to be woods of some kind. To the then more to the west, it looks like the land is less marshy. You don't know what's to the east. It kind of just there's cliffs. It goes upward. You can see trees that direction. You can see a group of trees to the north. Yeah.
Okay. Can I stop by if I see the doctor's office first there, or if I see you said there was a pharmacy in town
Nope.
too? Apothecary kind of thing?
Nope.
No? Just doctor?
The only thing you've seen is the doctor's office.
Okay.
Dr. Isaac Davis.
Okay.
Looks like
I
it's a
want to go in
house.
there.
Yeah, okay. There is a native sitting at the desk in the front, and she gives you kind of a look. She goes, "Yes. Are you injured? How are you injured?"
Oh,
Hello.
hello there. Hello there.
That's your daughter who said hello and waves at this. Oh, it's another red Indian. There's so many of them.
It is. It is. You don't need to point it out every time, dear.
But then how will you know?
Well, you'll get a sense for it.
Shoot.
Just take note mentally.
Are you here for something, ma'am, or are you just going to raise your child here for the next 6 years? That's the native behind the desk.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Do you need medical attention?
Wasn't very polite. Well,
I'm not here paid to be polite, ma'am. I'm here to help people who need medical attention.
Is there a doctor present?
There is. Do you need medical attention?
I just would like to speak to a doctor because I'm new in town here, and
That's all right. I'll let him know. And she gets up from her desk and she walks back down a little corridor.
So rude.
Here's her picture. Hey, she's not paid to be polite to you. There she is.
Not paid enough, apparently.
There she is. And then a minute or two passes, not very long, and a gentleman and a Negro gentleman comes out. He's got a very thick beard on his chin, a little mustache, no sideburns of any kind. He's dressed in a suit, looks very nice, smells good. He's got some kind of toilet water or cologne or something on. And he says, Miss Blue Jay said that you wish to speak to me, ma'am. I'm Dr. Isaac Davis. He's a Negro! Ma, he's a Negro! You're a Negro! I didn't know Negroes could be doctors!
Ashling, now, be polite.
I'm not being impolite! It's quite all right, Miss... Or Mrs., I assume? Mrs...
I hold out my hand. Sorcha. Nice to meet you.
Mrs. Sorcha. All right.
Very nice to meet you. I'm new in town here, and me and my girl, and I wanted to
That's not her name.
What's that?
That was Aisling, who said that's not her name. It's not Mrs. Sorcha.
No, it's Sorcha, just Sorcha. First names only, dear.
No, ma'am. That's quite. My nurse said she was quite rude, which she is. It comes with the territory. But what is your full name, please?
Sorcha O'Dally.
Sorcha, Mrs. O'Dally. That's much better. I prefer to be treated as an equal.
Oh,
is
yes.
What Dr. Isaac, Dr. Davis says.
Yes, certainly. I agree.
How can I help you?
Yeah. Anyway, so my daughter here has a little bump on her cheek there.
Oh.
And wanted to see what you might think of it.
He comes over to examine it. Takes a look. It says it looks like it's just a mosquito bite. Shouldn't be any harm. It should go away in a few days. I can give you some. I can give you something to put on it if you wish.
I've heard some concerning things about the sickness going around.
Oh yes, the mosquito sickness. It's not spread by mosquitoes though. This is a single bite. The mosquito sickness seems to strike, and a person's body is very quickly covered with what appear to be mosquito bites. They're not. I have not been able to nail down exactly what the disease is. There is something in the blood that is unfamiliar, and it causes an anemia. Primarily, it causes anemia, and usually a few days rest is helpful. Occasionally, we have had a few people die from it. About eight. I believe it's 8 people. 7 or 8 people have died over the course of the summer from it. But out of
I
the
think I heard about that in the paper.
dozens who have gotten it, I beg
believe
your
I
pardon.
read one.
I
believe I read a paper.
You did not read a paper in this town.
About the topic.
You have not read any
No, I didn't.
newspapers since you've gotten to this town, I don't
Oh, I
believe.
thought I read one. No, I just heard from the
You-
newspaper guy.
Yeah, you might have overheard some
He
stuff.
mentioned it.
He probably did.
I don't know what he mentioned exactly, but well, yeah, I heard about a few deaths. I think.
There's been a few,
Very
unfortunately.
concerning.
They
So, I just
they-
wanted to make sure that my child wasn't affected in any way.
no. This looks like just a normal mosquito bite. It could have any. No matter how much you try to protect yourself, some mosquitoes will occasionally get through. We've had a lot of mosquitoes this year. You see, quite a few, but they do
Right.
not seem to be related to the sickness. The sickness itself, I believe, is being transferred by touch or saliva, perhaps, sweat, or that kind of thing. Not by
By touch,
mosquitoes. I beg your pardon?
by touch, you say?
Yes. Someone touches you with a sweaty hand, the infection might be able to be transferred that way. We have not been able to really study it.
Now, doctor, the thing about that is, well, my little one here, she was touched, actually, just last night, and then that welt appeared out of
Yes,
nowhere.
but it's just a small welt. It's obviously a mosquito bit her at some point on her cheek. I'm sure it'll be cleared up in a few days. I've got some
Be a man
salve.
that bit her
I'm sorry?
with his hand. Seemed to be a man that bit her with his hand,
A man bit her with his hand.
as if he were a mosquito.
No, that's not possible.
It seemed that it wasn't there
Well,
before.
if a man touched her cheek, it's likely that the mosquito had bit her before he touched her. Sometimes it can take a little while before the welt shows up from a mosquito bite. A few minutes at most, but
Well,
I can
anyway,
assure you, ma'am, if a man touches and he looks at your daughter and she goes, Ashling. If a man touched Ashling's cheek, he would not be able to give her a mosquito bite. And if he was someone who was sick, she would have caught the sickness by now and be covered in these lesions that look like mosquito bites. They're not really
Overnight?
mosquito bites. I beg your pardon?
overnight?
Oh, yes, it's very fast. It's very quick. It seems like many people, and it does seem to strike many in their sleep.
Ah,
Now, several have
Well,
gone up to the infirmary
no.
outside of town. Some of those died there, unfortunately. And I have treated people as best I can. They seem to use herbs, plants, and such from. I'm not sure what they're using exactly in order for Father Lyman's treatments. Those who have come here, I've recommended some salves to ease the pain and bed rest. But your daughter has only a mosquito bite. I don't believe she needs any of that. I can give you some salve to try to help with the itching.
Right. No, I can handle that myself. Indeed, I am a bit of an apothecarian myself, so plan to find some herbs around here. Hopefully, I don't know if you know where they may be hiding.
No, I'm afraid I don't. I know some about botany,
Well,
but not a great deal.
well, thank you for your help, doctor.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm sure that mosquito bite will go away in a few days. Don't
Yeah.
itch it, young lady. If you scratch it, you're likely to cut yourself and it'll cause a scar. So you just want to
As I
try not
told
to
her.
scratch it.
Right, so.
He gives you a nod,
Listen to
an
the
affirmative
doctor, dear.
nod, in agreement with you, Sorcha, of like, It's almost
Okay.
a listen to your mother kind of look
Yeah.
towards you.
I'll shake his hand again.
Oh yeah,
and
he'll shake your hand. If you need anything, or
you got
if your daughter needs anything, please feel free to. Yes, please come by it.
I
Miss Blue
appreciate it.
Jay, the Native American lady has come back, and she is back doing work at her little desk. Actually, no, she's reading a book.
Okay.
Oh wait,
I'll
it's a
just,
dime novel. It's by Jacqueline Blackwood. It says "Terror from the Deep."
Nice. Okay. I'll just give her a little kind of over the shoulder wave, like, bye.
She's reading. She doesn't pay any attention to you.
Yeah.
And
just as
once
a formality, and then we head out.
when you turn to leave, Dr. Davis heads back for wherever he was. Okay. All right. So you guys, the other four of you, well, Ozuye Shappa's not back yet. Ozuye Shappa's still in the bath. The other four of you could have reconvened, if you wish. The guns are clean. Miss Blackwood has gotten a lantern. You've got your rope. You got everything you need if you want to go down the hole. All you need is.
I think we're going to need to do that.
All you need is a cunning plan.
I'm screwed. Oh. Cunning plan? No.
Yeah, and you've got lots of hours of daylight left. Yeah, and actually, you don't. Well, Lieutenant Shaeder, you made a really good call. You're guessing most of the Varney the Vampire stories are probably just made up stuff. So Varney running around during the daylight might be mistaken. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, a lot of the stories have vampires active at night.
True.
So,
yes. So yeah, you're getting
that.
You
want to do that in the daytime.
And that's what Miss Blackwood has probably, I can believe, mentioned to you as well. You know.
So if it's early in the day still,
like 9 o'clock, probably about 9 a.m.
Let's go do that today.
Okay.
Let's go do that as soon as we have people assembled.
Okay. Well, I don't know where Sean went. Go ahead.
If we happen to run into this vampire, will our guns be effective against it?
Probably not.
Knife?
That gets a coin.
Didn't we go over what hurt vampire? This is out of character. Didn't we go over what happened? What hurt vampires?
You got to put a stake through their heart to kill them. It should be. Let's see.
Like a porterhouse?
Spack!
Like a 10.
Oh!
Yeah, a 10 stake. There you go. Vampire.
In fact, that's probably where we'll bring some along, because 10 stakes are a thing we have.
Yeah, and they're made of wood.
Yep.
Where the hell is my vampire information here? Let's see.
Fire is also supposedly effective.
Oh, hold on. What? Bella and Hope are.
But in most versions, conventional weapons don't do much.
I know. I am trying to stay in character, essentially. So... Yeah. Fernando has no
that's what I'm saying.
Is
that conventional weapons don't do much.
Fernando has no clue what.
Fire is also probably likely to be effective. So, torches as well as lamps. Not to mention, torches and smoke are also good for mosquitoes.
That is true.
And we don't know that for certain, but it feels like such a thing, like a vampire. And to be honest, I'm not prepared to dismiss anything at this point.
Well, I've definitely seen my share of unexplainable things.
Exactly. So if this is yet another one of those, then...
Sorry, everybody, sorry. Let's see. Stake through the heart. Ash, aspen, blackthorn, buckthorn, hawthorn are best ones to use for that. The vampire must return to the site of its burial during the day, or where its grave is. They cannot enter buildings unless invited. We got that. Garlic repels them. Sacrament of bread or holy wafers can repel them. They cast no reflection in a mirror. Might be repelled by that. Cross or crucifix repels them. Holly hung from doors or windows repels them. You don't know where there's any holly in this area. Holy water. You don't know where there's any holy water. The branch of a wild rose placed on a grave prevents a vampirism and traps a vampire within its coffin. Rose petals supposedly protect against vampires. You haven't seen any roses in this town. Seeds or grains such as mustard or poppy seed or oat, millets, or rice. If they're sprinkled on the ground, the vampire has to count them all. Fishing nets hanging over windows and doors protects the home because they got to count all the nuts. Eating bread made from flour mixed with vampire blood makes one immune to vampires. Gross. Bearing a bottle of wine near a grave.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Bearing a bottle of wine near the grave of a suspected vampire for 6 weeks and digging it up, and if you drink the wine, you are protected from the vampire. Twins born on a Saturday, ideally brother and sister, have the power of vampires if they wear their underwear inside out.
Yeah,
these are all
I think the ones we can manage are torches, garlic, mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Those can be acquired easily.
Yes.
I don't know if I was born on a Saturday or not.
Also, do you have a twin sister?
Yes.
Is she here?
No.
She's
down in Baja.
That's a problem. Also, I didn't know you had a sister.
I have 3.
Nobody knows anything about anybody. It's so sad.
That's true.
It's so sad.
All right. Well, then let's do it this way.
But only one twin.
Torches. And rice.
Yeah, you can get rice at the general store.
I assume we can also get garlic and a mirror.
Definitely get garlic. There's mirrors there. And
something that could be used for torches.
Yeah, they have lanterns. Your best bet you probably have to make. They don't sell torches per se. You probably have to make some.
You can make those easily enough.
And lamp oil. There's plenty of lamp oil.
And use used cloth or whatnot to make additional torches.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, easy to do. All right, then let's do this while it's daylight.
Okay, so you guys want to head back out.
Mm-hmm.
Back up to the infirmary, basically.
With everyone who's willing to come.
I'm going to get a pound of rice as well, and I'll slip off somewhere and turn my underwear inside out just as a backup precaution.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Man, it's uncomfortable. The buttons for your little hole to poop out of are on the inside now.
No, he might leave those undone, in all honesty.
The buttons are still going to be on the inside instead of the outside, because usually they're on the outside. So they're digging into your back. You're like, God damn it, this sucks.
But they're big buttons, though. They're big buttons.
So
they're not that good.
Sorcha, you have wandered back towards the general store, and you see these 4 people leaving the general store, laden, not really laden, but they have some gear. They've got lanterns, and they're talking about making torches as they're leaving the general store. They've pockets appear to be full. I'm assuming you guys probably have some extra bottles of lamp oil that you just tucked away somewhere. The Mexican fellow in the sombrero it's a small sombrero. It's his non-working sombrero. Is carrying a bag that doesn't look real heavy, but it's kind of bulky, a little bulky. So maybe they're prospectors. They don't have any picks or shovels.
Are they with Miss Blackwood?
Say again?
Are they with Miss Blackwood?
Yes. Everybody's together. The 4 of them together.
Did I actually formally meet all of them, or just her?
I don't recall if the introductions were made. You met Ozuye Shappa for sure.
You got Ozuye Shappa's name.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And your daughter met them all for sure, because she's super friendly and outgoing.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they going to go find gold, Mom?
Oh.
Are you going to find gold?
Couldn't say. Let's find out.
She just calls to them.
No, it's all right. We can make friends in this town. It's okay. they seem like interesting people.
Good.
So
Okay, she runs ahead of you to go find out if these people are going to go look for gold.
Not so fast, not so fast.
You just gave her permission.
Right.
So she's taking it. She grabs permission. You know that for a fact. If you give permission, boom, she's gone. She's doing whatever you said she could do. And so this little girl, little cutie redheaded girl, runs up. Are you looking for gold?
No.
Why not?
No.
There's gold everywhere in America, isn't there?
Not everywhere now.
Not as much as one might think.
I've been misinformed.
Well, if there was gold everywhere,
the Irish accent, I want to keep slipping.
Yeah, I know. The Irish accent's fun. Sorcha comes walking up as well. You recognize her as little Ashling's mother.
Yep.
Well, what are you doing
then?
Put my
hand on her head when I reach her.
You put your hand on her head?
Just on the top of her head, just like a little. It's gentle, friendly. Like it's like this is this child.
Her mother.
She's not palming her head like a basket.
Her mother can't see it.
I'm not trying to control her. I'm just
Her mother can't see it. Sorcha can't see it from her position, but the four of you can see this look of pure exasperation goes across this child's face. Like every time is the kind of feeling you get. What are you doing then? Is what she says, and right after this hand comes on her head and. Do you just leave it there?
Just like like a pat, a couple pats, and just maybe to the shoulder, whatever.
Okay.
Just like a little.
Okay. It looks like she hates it, but her mom doesn't know it. So, you know what I mean?
If I can tell by her body.
Fernando knows exactly what she's. Fernando knows exactly what she means. So.
Yes. Okay. A look between them. We know. Okay.
There's a connection.
But she asked, "What are you doing then?"
So, some people have gone missing. We're setting out to find them.
Oh, can we go, Ma? Can we go find the missing people?
Oh, well, let's find out a little more first, shall we?
What? They're missing. We gotta help.
Would you like to elaborate?
The what?
Would you mind? I mean, just out of curiosity. I just got in town, so not familiar with the goings on here too much.
Are you looking for those things that she was talking about?
I don't think it would be a good place.
I'm
not sure it would be good to bring a child along.
What?
Well, what are you looking for, actually?
They're looking for vampires.
If you don't mind.
She's guessing, and she gives you all a look like, right?
She doesn't know that word. She doesn't know that word. Well, unless she heard it, I guess. Yes, she did.
Like I said, we are looking for nothing but lost people.
Lost people? Well, do you know why they might be lost? Any chance? Any hint?
We think someone took them away and is hiding them in a cave somewhere. But we do not know where this cave is at.
That man that turned into a bunch of bits.
A cave?
She keeps pointing at Ozuye Shappa. Every time she says something like this, she points at Ozuye Shappa because that's his story.
Right.
And she gives you right?
Like a
right?
Yeah,
but she doesn't say it. She's like...
You know what I'm talking about.
She's a child. Yes. She believes everything.
We are looking for the victims of the Jumlin.
Oh, that's what you called it. The Jumlin.
We shouldn't be saying that to just anyone.
It's a bloodsucker. I'm not just anyone. I'm Raistlin O'Dolly. No, Aisling. Raistlin. Where'd I get that fucking... I'm Aisling O'Dolly.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now, I just kind of overhear a little bit.
You overheard that whole story.
Eavesdropping or anything like that, but I did overhear a bit of that conversation. With this, you think there's a bloodsucker?
You are clearly a mother, and
a Jumlin.
We can't ask a mother to come along with us.
Well, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land, I've been telling my girl.
Can I come then?
Well, Well,
I'm not a mother. I'm not a mother. I'm too young.
Right, and we surely can't take a child from her mother.
Yes, you can.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Now,
I want to see a chumlin.
More information would be good.
This is not the sort of thing for a child to be participating in.
Is it dangerous?
Potentially, yes.
What makes you think so?
People have been taken. It's unlikely those involved will give them up easily. This is not a matter of... It's not a matter to be discussed publicly.
Oh. Well, I see. All right, well, so you don't need any help then. Your quest?
Yeah, at a meta level, I'm trying to figure out how to get you involved. At a game level, I'm not sure.
I know. I'm also not sure what to do here on a meta level.
Shall we talk about the lieutenant?
They can't.
I'm going to say, I believe the lieutenant is trying to say it would not be wise to bring a child.
I could take care of myself.
Well, I certainly don't want my child to be in danger. That's certainly not. But I still don't understand what's going on.
Well, that's quite all right.
There are people who have gone missing, and we are going to try to find them.
Well, that I understand for sure. But
as he starts loading his guns back.
No, they'd be loaded already.
Okay.
I mean, you would have gotten the guns and immediately loaded them once you received them back from Lieutenant Shaeder. I would assume you're not just walking around with empty weaponry.
Yeah.
Andy, I don't know what to do here. What do I do?
You need to play your character, what your character would do.
I don't know.
And if you can't connect with them, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Trust me. You got to trust me. You have to trust your game master.
You can't connect to the character to everybody else. He'll make sure it happens for you.
Yep.
Here's an idea. Okay, Sorcha.
I need a second,
you know what? Yeah, why don't you let them go? They're not willing to give you information. It is kind of a public place, and this is a weird story they're telling you. And whether your character believes in the supernatural or not, it's still potentially not the best place to have like a sit down. So let them go about their way for now.
Yeah.
You're going to go about your way. You've heard of a place that you want to go check out.
Yeah.
You just have to ask around and find out where it is. Okay? So for the moment, you can part company. You guys can head off north, same way that you went before. Probably going by the. Are you going to go by the reservoir? How do you want to handle this? Before you went around the reservoir, up by the river, and kind of snuck back from the north before you hit. You could also just keep following the river all the way around and hit that parsonage from the back if that's where you're going. You could even go the other direction, cross the river below the waterfall, climb up the ridge on that other side. There are places you could get up there, and then cross the river again to get to the parsonage. You guys have a lot of options if you want to try to approach unnoticed. You could also try a distraction if you want some people stuck dealing with these three people.
I don't think I want to put any of us involved anymore with these people than what we've.
Okay, no, and that's fair. I'm just throwing out. I'm just throwing as many options out at you guys as you need.
But I would like to try to find somewhat like basically go up a way where we can stay hidden from the parsonage and not catch the eye of the people working on the reservoir as well.
Oh yeah. Well, if you don't want to go towards the reservoir too, then your best bet for not being seen will be stick to the far side of the river, come up out there in the swamp, and then come straight from behind the parsonage, and then that way, if you stick to the swamp with the river and kind of do a long swing around and then cross the river a second time. Because Kingfisher River is not huge. There are places you can ford it and that kind of thing. Then you could come from that direction, and you're not even. I'm sorry.
I'm picturing it like the St. Joe a little bit.
Kind of. There's a lot of shallow spots.
Right.
And then that'll avoid the reservoir and bring you to the parsonage directly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get wet, but whatever.
I don't care.
Is that an acceptable plan? Well, you've got like it's like an hour walk to get there, so you've got all this plenty of time to discuss it too if you want. So that's
I'm good with this.
Okay. Does that plan work with everybody?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are taking kind of a roundabout route. You're going to start normal route, and then you're taking kind of a roundabout to get to the back of the parsonage. Miss O'Dale, or Mrs. O'Dale, you have to ask around town. You did hear there was an infirmary. They do use herbs and stuff from the swamp. Wow, that sounds perfect. So you find out where it is, and you're given instructions, and you can head up to the infirmary to chat with these people and see, if they're more holistic or whatever it's called in this era.
Yep, that's exactly what I was.
More natural. Was that what you were thinking about? Okay. That puts you in the general vicinity, if not as part of the actual plan. So you and
kind of the backup plan.
You and
Ashley. The main plan, but then the other thing happened first.
You pass through the salt marsh. You pass through the salt marsh. You pass through the freshwater swamp along like a causeway, and you pass a graveyard with mostly old graves, but there's a line of new wooden graves. These people have all died all this year. How weird is that? Yeah.
Can I do some, or do I need to do some sort of roll to see if there is any plantain plant anywhere around here? It grows very commonly in this area.
In Washington State? Okay, yeah, make a natural world. If you do, you can find some.
Oh my.
How'd you do?
Well, that's a 52.
Ooh.
I know I have some coins.
Right.
Give it a look-see. Natural. Oh, dang it. Fail.
That's okay. You don't see any along the paths that you take to get to this place. There's a cliffside. You can see a trail that goes up the side of the cliff. It looks pretty safe. It's like 8 to 10 feet wide mostly, so there's plenty of room to walk up there to where you get to the infirmary. I believe you've heard descriptions of the infirmary before. I want to give the rest of you three, when you arrive, relatively close to the same time that Miss O'Dale arrives, you can all have a spot hidden to see if you notice what is this woman doing here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
why is she here?
Around.
What is she doing? I saw a 37 from. So Lieutenant Shaeder, you've crossed the river, and you're kind of creeping up. A 37's a fail, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
You're a tracker with a fucking shitty spot.
He doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see the bad stuff. That's why Kevin O'Reilly has a terrible spot hidden. Jimenez and Miss Blackwood, any luck on a spot hidden to notice?
I failed.
I passed.
So Jacqueline and Lieutenant Shaeder, as you're approaching the parsonage, you notice this woman, same woman that talked to you in town a few minutes ago, and her child appear to be coming up, have just reached the top of the cliff and are walking towards the infirmary. You don't know anything about this lady, so you have no. Does she follow you? Is she working with them?
Yeah,
wait,
he ought to be like that.
Go ahead.
And then Fernando will look.
Yeah.
Around. So yeah.
You guys are basically in a spot where you've come out of the river. The place to ford it is a little to one side of the parsonage, so you had a clear view of them come up the rise before you kind of slip behind the other building. So yeah, there you go. I don't know if you want to do anything about it.
Yeah, maybe this will work out to our favor.
She's the distraction.
Exactly.
She doesn't know it.
Yeah, she don't know it right now.
Hopefully they won't shoot her if they find out what's going on.
She can be honest when she's saying she doesn't know what's going on.
So you guys are behind the parsonage. Because once you cross, you immediately kind of get over there, so that building's between you and the infirmary. And if you take a look at the map of the parsonage, there is a window on the back and a chimney, and then that's the only and then there's a window on the north side, which is on your right side if you're looking at the back of the building, and then the door's on the front. So we'll start with you guys. What do you want to do? And then we're going to jump to Sorcha depending upon what you do. And yeah.
Yeah.
Sky's here. Hi, Sky.
Can we?
You guys are behind the building, like right behind the building.
Can we open the window from back here?
It's latched.
Okay.
No, it's just a sash window, but it's got a click latch.
I don't want to break a window right now. So
yeah.
What do y'all want to do?
So yeah, I'll just try to sneakily or just quickly slip around and head in through the front door or whatever.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll just do that. And then I'll open up the window. I'll tell everyone to wait there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so are you sneaking or are you going to try to make it fast?
I'm going to make it fast.
Okay, so you kind of quickly get around the side of the building, go to the front door. It's locked. I've been here twice and it was not locked.
Yeah. All right, I pull up my lock picks and I go to pick the lock.
Okay, give me a roll.
Where's it at? Oh, damn. Okay, I failed.
Oh, no. All right, you have the option to push the roll. Or go back to your friends. I mean, those are pretty much the two options you have.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my friends.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, it's locked. No. It's locked.
Okay.
I can try again, but I can try again, right? But it's going to have to be a push roll to try again, essentially.
Yes, essentially. You're going to have to still push the roll if you want a second try. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's locked. It has not been locked before. That's weird.
All right. Is there another way in?
There's a window in the back, right where you're at. Jimenez already tried to open it. Found that it's latched. It's just a simple sash window. It's got a latch. There's a window on the right. As you're facing the back of the building, it's around the right side that opens into that little living area. Well? Say again?
Is that latched as well?
Nobody's tried that yet. Nobody's looked at that window because that is in full view of the infirmary. To get in that window, it's like the side of the building. Anybody in the infirmary could see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me try the other window since I am smallest.
Okay.
So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Do you want to try to sneak and stay hidden, or do you want to just rush over there? This
time I'm gonna sneak.
Yeah. Give me a check.
A hard success.
Okay, you creep around the side of the building, sticking to what brush and stuff there are, moving slowly. That one's latched as well. Again, it's just latched. It's not locked. Yeah, and then you creep back. You can creep back.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell them that it is latched as well.
You guys have no idea if any of the windows were latched before. You never really tried them.
Yeah.
So they might have been locked the whole time.
Like I said, I can try the lock again.
It might take a little longer. You'll be in full view of the infirmary. You're hoping to just slip in, and then you went ahead and you and then you're like and then you headed back quick. So you could, hoping nobody noticed you.
Right.
You don't. You did look over your shoulder at least once when you were trying to unlock it. You didn't see any sign of Sorcha, as you know her, or her daughter by that point.
Okay.
Do you guys want a minute to think about this?
Sure.
Okay. So we're gonna jump to Sorcha. Sorcha, you came to the infirmary. Okay. It's set up like an H, or no, like a C, facing your direction with a courtyard. You did notice that there's a little man, kind of a small gentleman with blonde hair, who is kind of out in the courtyard, fiddling around. You're not sure what he's doing exactly, but he does notice you, and he says, "Are you in need of some assistance? Are you or your child ill? Do you have the mosquito sickness?"
Hello there. I'm Sorcha. This is Aisling. Well, perhaps, but I'd like to speak to someone.
Well, you're speaking to someone right now, ma'am.
Well, yes, certainly, I am. I just came here to speak to someone about this sickness going around, and well, my daughter might have a potential. I don't know if it's a mosquito bite or something else more serious, but
where? He walks over towards your daughter. He's like leaning down to look more closely at her.
I point at it.
Oh, no, that's just a mosquito bite.
Likely, but
if you got the mosquito sickness, it's going to cover the whole body. It's like measles or chickenpox.
Right. Yes, I did hear that. Well, also, I'm new in town and have a bit of herbal knowledge, so figured maybe I could get a lay of the land. I heard some rumors about this place and how you all use herbs to heal your patients and whatnot, and that's sort of my specialty. So,
well, we know how to apply them, but Father Lyman is the one who is he makes the poultices to cover the patients. We are more like nurses, I guess you would say, or that kind of thing. We apply it to those who are ill. Mr. Father Lyman's not here right now. He is actually gathering more herbs in the swamps. That's where he finds all of the things that he uses. He's the one you want to talk to.
Well, certainly is.
I don't know
where in the swamp.
I don't know where. Yeah. I don't know when he'll be back. I'm sorry. I'm dreadfully sorry.
When is he usually back?
Different times of the day. Depends on what he finds that he can use and how much is necessary.
So no time frame.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. None of us do. No, ma'am.
Can I roll some kind of social skill for this, like to try to get more information out of him, or is there nothing?
You could roll me a psychology if you wish. Let me check this guy out.
Oh no, I don't know what my psychology is blank.
Then you didn't put any points in it.
Then it's 10.
No,
it's your base at 10.
In it though. I thought I did.
You have a 10% chance of getting it.
Here we go.
Yeah, but I thought I put something into that. That's weird. Okay, I guess I'll just put a 10 there. All right.
I'm trying to find a picture. There he is. Here's the guy you're talking to. Let me copy this.
Dude,
copy image.
I think my whole character sheet. Wait, what the fuck? I think I fucked it up somehow. Something happened with my character sheet. There's some stats that are not the right numbers, I think.
This is why you should print out your character sheet every single time.
I am about to move to a place that has a printer.
Good.
So
you print it out and then you're good to go. Matt ran into this problem too. He kept his character sheets. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Printer.
Sky is here or was here.
So should I roll psychology or?
Yeah, just go for base for now. Okay. We'll have to get together and try to figure this out at some point.
Yeah. I thought
Kevin, is your cat okay?
No. 99.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just having the cat crazies.
Okay.
What'd you say? What'd you roll, Sorcha?
96.
96. This guy is so sincere, it's not even funny. You know that everything he's telling you is
doesn't know shit.
Exact truth. No, he doesn't know when Father Lyman might come back. He seems totally focused on you right now and your daughter. He probably wants to help you, but like he has already said, he's just like a nurse. Like he can apply the poultices, but he can't. He doesn't know anything about the making of them.
I just follow directions.
I just follow orders. I'm just following orders.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Am I allowed to go in? May I enter?
Yeah. All right. Yes. Yeah. I can show you. I can show you the infirmary very briefly. We're all very busy today. It's been a rough night. So he'll lead you in the infirmary. You see the living area. There's a map in probably gaming text down darker trails. Yes. If you gotta scroll up a little ways, there's a map of the building. Lyman's clinic is what the map says. You got to scroll up just a little bit above.
Yeah, it's not too far.
It's above the steam engine that they're using to dig the reservoir. The first room is like a living quarters. The second that he leads you through is kind of like it's an office examination room. It's got a bunch of shelves. All the shelves have the smell of herbs and stuff is very strong here. You can make a spot hidden in that room. Let's see.
Yeah, does that cover scent? Spot hidden?
It can.
Covers like
it can. Listen is separate, cool. But everything else is kind of covered with spot hidden. Yeah. How'd you do?
Just barely a success.
Okay, makes sense. There's a box. The walls are lined with shelves of pungent-smelling salves. It looks like in jars. There's a box on one place that kind of stands out because it's the only box that's anywhere among the jars. But he kind of just gives you a quick look, and then he takes you on to this infirmary room, which is F4, which has 5 beds, some of which are occupied by people.
I can't look closer or like smell closer at that when I pass by. Or that was.
At the box? Well, it's a closed box. Yeah, it's kind of a closed box. It's like a little tiny crate. You know what I mean? It's like a little wooden box with a lid on it that is hinged. Does that make sense? So you can't really.
I think I'm mostly smelling.
Yeah, but you can't really smell anything.
Trying to smell out.
I mean, the whole room is pungent with these salves and this stuff. So you can't smell anything specifically different. Yeah, it doesn't stand out. Even with your successful, you spotted the box. That's weird, this box, with all these others are in jars and stuff. But unless you actually open it up to kind of get to what's inside, you're not going to be able to smell.
Is there any specific scent that sticks out to me? Like, with the spot hidden, like, can I smell?
What you're getting is the salves smell like it's almost like an aloe. It's like what the hell? What's that pink stuff you put on yourself when you have mosquito bites?
Calamine.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And you're not smelling anything that seems healy. You're just smelling stuff that will remove irritation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, there are herbs that can do that.
Exactly. That's what you're getting. You're getting smells of things that don't actually do anything except for relieve irritation, as opposed to healing kind of stuff. You get into this infirmary, and definitely the stuff they've smeared on these patients. There's like 2 people in here, and the stuff they smeared on them is definitely not. You don't recognize it as any kind of anything that'll actually do anything more than relieve pain and itching. You know what I mean? It certainly won't help people who are anemic, which Dr. Davis told you all the victims are anemic. This salve, you don't think will do anything for that. This is basically just something to relieve irritation.
Symptoms.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
Got it. All right.
And he shows you the room, and you can see the people. There is a little Latino woman, Mexican, whatever she would be called in this era. Dark skinned, very, very short, very pretty, looks very young. She's actually applying some of this stuff to one of the patients. He goes, "This is Clarissa. This is another one of the we work here. I will. Your name is Mrs. Sorcha?
You can call me Sorcha.
That's your daughter makes some weird noises about that.
I've told her this too. I've told her this, like, if
you've also told her not to lie. You've also told her not to lie. So every time you give your name as just Sorcha and they call you Mrs. Sorcha, your daughter is like, that is not accurate.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Your daughter's not a liar. Right. She's very honest.
Oh, fine.
That's why she's like in people's faces asking them questions and stuff because she wants to know things.
Miss Adeli. Nice to meet you.
Miss And then he kind of looks at you, and he looks at the little girl with you.
Yes.
In this era when you have a baby out of wedlock, it is huge. It is fucking huge.
It is.
People are going to remember you, and it's going to stand out, is what I'm saying.
I stare back as if it's not an issue.
Okay, that's fine, but it's going to be an issue with everybody, is what I'm saying. You're going to stand out more as a single woman with a child than as a Mrs. Fair enough. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. So he's got your name. He says he will ask Father Lyman to see you as soon as he can. He might be in town tonight. I'll let him know that you're interested in a job.
Well,
he kind of is question marked at the end.
Yes, I just moved to town, so I may be interested. This seems like the kind of place I could potentially work at. I have extensive herbal knowledge, so.
Well, Father Lyman's cures are. He doesn't tell any of us anything about them. I believe he's hoping to patent them at some point, or whatever you do with cures, with miracle cures, is how he puts it.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'd love to have a conversation with him. Perhaps I could make an appointment for a meeting or something tomorrow.
He comes and goes quite quickly. Are you where are you in town? Do you have a house?
Well, I'm at the inn.
The hotel? I can ask him to come and visit you tonight.
All right. I suppose. I believe I met him actually last night.
He's a beard. He's a priest.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Father Lyman.
Very well. Yeah. Yeah. I can ask him to meet you there tonight or whenever. I'm not tonight. I'll ask him to come and find you today sometime.
Actually, well, could we amend that for a second? I would prefer to meet him here, I think.
I don't know when he's going to be here, miss.
The day.
I have no idea when he's going to be here.
Yeah, it's just that I would like to speak here in the infirmary because I think it would be a better setting for the context of what I may be aiming to talk about.
Yes, but do you want to wait here all day? I don't know when he's going to be back.
No.
Exactly.
I'm saying I could, if you could get him a message from me.
Very well. Yes, I'll tell him. What do you need me to tell him?
Perhaps tomorrow. I could. Do you have any sense of a time where he may be here that I could say
I just work for him, ma'am. He comes and goes whenever he thinks he needs to get certain herbs. He's out in the swamp. Other times he's out trying to visit with people in some of the outlying areas who might have the sickness and no one knows about it. So he's constantly on the move.
So there's no particular time I
No, ma'am.
should be back?
I couldn't tell you when he'll be here, ma'am.
None at all. All right. Well,
who's that lady? Who are you? She's pointing at this lady that he introduced as Clarissa, who is very young looking, Hispanic, Latino, Mexican, whatever.
Yep, I maybe shook her hand. I don't know, but
no, you didn't. She was working on a patient. She's still applying this, as far as you're concerned, useless salve as far as any curative effects onto these patients.
Okay.
And that was your daughter that just asked and pointed at her. That's Clarissa. She also works here, is what the gentleman says. The girl takes a glance at your daughter and a glance at you, the young Latino woman.
I smile at her politely.
She smiles back at you. And she kind of wiggles her eyebrows go up and down once.
What time is it?
It's morning. Maybe 10 o'clock. Maybe. Took you about an hour to walk up here.
Oh. And do I know this guy's name, the guy I'm talking to?
He has not introduced himself, actually.
Oh,
you introduced yourself, and he just was asking you questions immediately. If you were sick and that kind of stuff, and his name never came up, or has not yet come up.
Okay. Oh, sir, I don't think I got your name, actually.
Sorry, Samuel Dunchett. I'm Samuel.
Samuel.
Yes,
nice
ma'am.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, he takes your hand. He shakes it back.
Now, Samuel, forget what I was gonna ask you.
Then we'll jump to the others, to the parsonage breaker-inners.
Dang it! I just got it.
Well, try to figure it out and jot it down when I come back to you. Fernando has come back around the corner of the building. The other window is also latched. What do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna have to try that lock again, and if necessary, jimmy it.
All right.
So in other words, kick the door open.
Right.
If you can't, yeah, okay. So do you want to sneak back, or are you just running over there as quick as you can to try to get to the lock fast and deal with it?
I'll sneak back.
Okay, give me a stealth. This will be a new roll.
A regular success.
Okay, so you slip around the side of the building. You're kind of staying low. You're kind of keeping to the edge of the building. You're watching the infirmary. You don't see anybody out and about right at the moment, and you get to the door and you get to work with your lockpick. So this will be a pushed roll, kind of. It's kind of weird how it's working, but this will be your last chance of getting this door open without having to just bust it down.
Oh, I got a success.
Okay.
A regular success.
Okay, so you get a success. Click. There it goes. Click. Oh, why couldn't I have done that before? I was using the wrong lockpick. Okay, this damn door's got a shitty fucking lock. Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to go inside and shut the door, and then I'm going to go to the window that everyone was at, and I'm going to open the latch.
Do you want to lock the door? You can use your lockpicks now without a roll to relock the door. Okay, fair enough.
No.
Okay, so you go back to the back window. You go back into Father Lyman's bedroom, and flick.
Yeah.
Put up the window, and you feel that cold air. You can feel it on the back of your ankles as you're facing the window.
Now it gives me a sudden new chill. Ooh.
Something's wrong. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, everybody can climb in with. There's no rolls necessary to climb in the window.
I'll help Miss Blackwood in as she enters as well, as she is a lady.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sweet on you. Anyway, yeah, everybody's in the room. Do you want the window open or closed? After everyone's in.
It was closed. We close it.
Okay, so Shaeder comes over and just closes it. Do you latch it back again, Lieutenant Shaeder?
Yeah, because that's easy to move.
Click. Yeah, it takes a second. You're back in the room. So y'all have never been in this.
Do you think I should lock the door as I watch him do this?
Yeah, you know what? Lock the door as well.
Okay, yeah, you can go back out front. You can use your picks and just lock it. You don't need an additional roll for that. You know what you're supposed to do now. It's not terribly complicated. The other two of you have never been in this room. There's a bed that looks kind of slept in, or maybe it's made to look like it was slept in. And there's a wardrobe in this room, and I believe that's about it. Let me double check. Yeah, this is G3, the bedroom. It's ornately carved wardrobe, dominates the room. It's against the wall, opposite the window, and then there's a big bed.
It's the wardrobe we have to move, right?
Bedding. Yes.
Okay, let's get to work quickly.
It doesn't take long for you, especially if all four of you put hands on it. You can just move the wardrobe aside. You already know where the trapdoor is. They pull up this piece of flooring that looks like the rest of the flooring, and put it aside, and there is a round hole about 4 feet wide and dark, and you can feel cool air coming up from there. It obviously goes underground.
All right.
Can anyone tie a good knot?
I can tie knots.
Okay.
Duh.
Tie the rope to this bar.
I can tie knots.
Yes, you guys have bought like a 5-foot bar or something like that. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was discussed. Okay, you tie a knot. I am not. What is your rope use, Sean? What is it? Is it over 50?
60.
It's 60. I'm not going to make you roll for this. It'll be successful. If it's that high, and you're not like, it's just like you take your time, you tie a good solid knot that is not. It's going to be some difficulty to unhook it, and then drop the 50-foot rope down.
Yep.
Everybody can make a listen check. Everybody can kind of hear water down there. Sounds like splashing water.
Listen successful.
You hear it slap. Anybody that makes the listen. So Shaeder, anybody else?
Kind of hard success if that gives me anything else.
No, it doesn't. But you
Absolutely
do hear.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay. the rope is thrown, and you hear it slap against some floor somewhere. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not 50 foot down this shaft, is what that information gives you. It hit the ground. Then, who wants to? It's dark as shit down there.
I'm assuming I'm going because I'm the smallest one. In a lot.
Now, okay.
I get my lantern out. That's why I was asking if he can tie a good knot. I wanted him to tie the rope to me essentially and lower me down.
Well, once the rope's secure, you can climb down too.
Yeah.
But more importantly,
he doesn't want to climb.
Do we leave someone behind to mind the upper level?
Oh, that's a good question. What do you guys
It's wise to do so.
I would say whoever is the strongest out of all of us should probably be the one to man the rope at the top.
Strong.
In case we need to make a quick escape.
That won't be me then, I say, holding up a hand that shakes a little.
Oh, that's right.
I think I would be the strongest then.
And
I mean,
no offenses to Miss Blackwood.
None taken.
Is Miss Blackwood very strong?
Honestly,
don't say the number, but
I've lost camera from people again. I'll be back in a month.
She's so.
Okay, that's fair. My camera keeps blinking.
Ozuye Shappa is actually pretty freaking strong.
Okay, so there's a lot. You could tell he's muscular.
Like, you mind the upper level?
He's trim, but you could tell like he's buff.
Well, some people.
I mean, so is Fernando, but
the strongest guy I ever knew was like 5'6".
That's true. Yeah, I
mean, I once saw this guy carry 5 cases of glass bottled beers.
It's okay.
More than half a mile.
No.
Oh my God! That sounds awful.
Case of beer and glass
that sounds awful.
I mean, the strongest guy. Yeah, the strongest guy I ever saw was a like extremely tall black man who could carry like 4 cinder blocks in a hand.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, that's a big guy. Kind of
he would just grab them like this.
Ozuye is trim, but you guys, he seems pretty solid.
You've seen enough that he's like thin but muscular.
Okay.
Well then,
who's good?
This is the way I think we ought to then. Miss Blackwood, you stay here as well, as I don't want anyone alone.
Okay.
So 2 up top, 2 go in.
And
you guys,
you have a
make sure that this rope doesn't leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last time it was Ozuye and Miss Blackwood, Ozuye left.
Yeah, Ozuye's like, I see something out the window. Gotta go. All right. So who's going first?
I'll head down.
Okay.
I'll head down.
Okay. We'll take the lamp, the torches, the rice, the garlic,
Fernando,
the steaks.
Jimenez has already lit his lamp. You could hook it. Okay. You could take your gun belt and stick the lamp and then hook it again. It's going to be hot against your leg, but as long as it doesn't have to stay there for very long, it's not going to burn you. You know what I mean? It'll be uncomfortable.
I'll make it a little quicker down the rope. I think I'm nimble enough I can climb down the rope.
Yeah.
I think I am.
If you take your time, I'm not going to require a check. Otherwise, if you want to move very quickly, I'll require a climb check. So see what your climb is before you decide if you're going to just shoot, or if you're very carefully climbing down. What are you doing there, Fernando?
I should be careful.
You don't have to be. You can just zip down the rope. You loop it with your foot, and you're just like.
Yeah.
Especially if you have gloves. You better have gloves though for that. Not gonna lie, I've done that and it hurts like hell.
I'm sure he always has gloves as he likes to ride. But
okay, so you want to go down quick? Just kind of ride the rope down, or are you taking your time?
No, I'm gonna take my time.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you make a roll. So he starts going down, one hand over the other, his feet at the bottom, clenched in the rope. How do you do? And you can see him all the way to the bottom. Lieutenant Shaeder, I don't know if you want to wait till he gets to the bottom, or what do you want to do?
We're not in a rush, so I'll wait till he's at the bottom before I start.
Yeah. It's about 30 feet down there. And you come down into a chamber that is cut stone.
I'll immediately take the lamp from my belt and hold it up and look around.
Okay.
But then I'll also want to steady the rope with my other hand then as well.
Okay. So what you notice first is that it is cut stone. Like this is a chamber somebody has constructed. But it's also very dirty and dusty, like it's been here for a very long time. Wait, no. Hold on, a moment. Yeah. You're in a room that's roughly 30 foot by another 10 foot or 12 feet across, and there are corridors that go out 3 different directions. You know what I mean? Like right, your left, your right, and straight ahead. Behind you is just a blank wall. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. There's a bunch of flavor text that doesn't actually matter. You can hear water coming from the corridor to your left. That splashing water is coming from the corridor to your left. If you came straight down, facing the wall, okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, where the armoire was, you came straight down. You got a quarter ahead, left and right. Left is where that is coming from. There's no sound from any of the others. This, like I said, it's cut stone. Somebody constructed this. It's not a cave. It is a construction.
Well, it's perfectly square.
Yeah, but it's not like a construction you would expect.
Right.
Like these are big stones that are making this up. This feels old to you. Lieutenant Shaeder, you come down a moment later. Are you making a climb check? Are you just going to take your time, kind of?
I'm taking my time.
Okay, yeah. So there's no need for a roll if you're just being careful. And you land and you see this as well. Jimenez has a lantern up. You can hear this water coming from the left side. There's another corridor straight ahead. And then there's another corridor to the right. Your lantern light doesn't illuminate more than 20, 30 feet. And you don't see anything in those corridors. They're just corridors. That's all the further you can see.
I'll start one of the torches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can easily lift up. You push down a little piece of metal on the sides of the lantern, and you can just put that torch to the lamplight. Fuck it. You could light a match and light it. That's going to be easier than shoving the torch into the lantern.
Yeah. Either way, so we have 2 light sources going.
Yes, so you've got a lit torch, kind of a roughly made torch, as Lillian just laughs and laughs.
Then now I have a handful of rice as well.
Okay, so lantern in your right hand, handful of rice in your left. Okay, and water is on your left.
Actually, I think actually the lantern's going to be in my left, and the rice is going to be in my right.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking around.
If I have to throw the rice, I'm going to want to do it.
It's very humid down here. It's cool. It's kind of cool down here. You know, underground, it's a constant like 57 degrees. So
it's damp, is what you mean.
It's kind of damp. Yeah, it's damp.
I always assume humid with heat.
Cave plus water, absolutely. Yeah. Let's try moving toward the water first.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to get you guys a map once you've seen the entirety of this little area.
I'm trying to draw one roughly in my mind.
So you go to your left.
Well, actually on paper. But
you go roughly 30 feet, and it opens up to a larger chamber. This larger chamber, there's a blast of cool mist is coming constantly out of this area, right? Water rushes.
Is this chamber circular or is this cut stone?
It's square. It's cut stone and it's square.
Okay.
It's roughly 30 feet wide. It's at least 30 feet deep, but you can't see. It goes beyond that, you think. All you can see is this big pool of water in the center, okay? And the pool of water is about 30 by 30, all right? Just to give you kind of an idea.
So it kind of takes up the whole room then?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Water rushes from a rift in the ceiling into a pool on the floor where it swirls in a turbulent mass with no visible exit, okay? So you can see it swirling like it's going somewhere, but you can't see what's down there because the water is moving in such a way. And it looks like the room continues on. When you step up close to the edge of the pool to see as far as you can see with your lantern, it looks like it goes a little further, and there appears to be a moss-covered stone throne or fancy looking chair, and there is a skeleton sitting in the chair, okay? something sparkles from its eyes. Like there's green sparkles, almost like somebody has put some gemstones or something in the eyes of this skeleton. Yeah, it's weird.
This is straight out of a dime novel.
Yeah. And your guess is, Fernando, this water is exiting down through some kind of tunnel and then out that hole that you found under the waterfall.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Well, the swirl suggests there's a drain below us that we're not seeing.
Correct. It's just hard to see. It's hard to tell how deep the water is. How deep is the fucking water? It doesn't actually. The water doesn't look super deep, but this whirlpool that's sucking the water out fills most of this 30 by 30 foot thing.
Yeah, so it's probably below us.
It's 30 by question mark.
No, you think it's 30 by 30, and then just beyond it, maybe 10 feet beyond it, you can just make out shadowy, so you can't see any good details except sparkling in the eyes. Something green sparkles. Maybe some kind of gemstones.
Can you walk? Can you get to the throne, or do you have to cross the water to get to it?
You have to cross the water. It's a square pool of water, and it goes from wall to wall.
Technically, you could follow the wall line then.
Yeah, you could go all the way to the wall and cross. Yes.
Oh, so there is a way to walk to it by going to the wall.
Yeah. It looks like it's about 3 feet deep. 3 feet deep.
Well,
so waist deep, and there's a giant whirlpool in the middle, though. So it's going to be trying to pull. No. It goes to the wall. You have to get in the water to get to the other side.
Oh, okay.
It runs wall to wall, 3 feet deep. It doesn't look like it'd be much of a challenge, but then there's this weird whirlpool. You know what I mean? I mean, it's big. Like, it's most of this 30 by 30 foot. You don't know what kind of, like, pull it's going to have while you're standing outside of it.
Right.
Yeah, because if the whirlpool pulls you in, you could drown very easily.
Yes. Yeah, you could. So what I'm saying is, the water's all moving pretty fast movement. So you can't see if there's anything beyond the throne. It could just go a little further and be a wall. It could continue on.
Fernando's not interested in entering the water at this point. If
it's a little
wants to go,
it's turbulent. It looks a little scary. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm honestly kind of weirded out by what a throne and a skeleton is doing here.
And when I say throne, it is a crude throne. It's not like ornate. It's like a big stone chair. Yes.
Yeah.
Like with a tall back.
To find a cave system, not carved corridors, and two, not furniture.
This is weird.
Rarely
this is super
natural
weird.
Movement of the earth responsible for furniture.
Also, everything is dirty, dusty. This isn't something that was built in the last year. You know what I mean? And set up. This has been here for a while. And you both think, you know what? There's that weird wall north on the west side of Salt Marsh. It's just a wall. Nope, they don't use it for anything.
Oh.
But it's like 6 foot tall, and it's super old, and the road goes right through it, and it's just a fucking wall. It's like an old wall.
So this could be part of the same construction as to whoever built that wall.
Yeah, but nobody in Salt Marsh has ever questioned, what is this wall doing here? It's just okay.
Is there another exit from here?
No, not that you can see in the light that you have. The room.
There's one other exit.
The room goes black.
So let's move and see if we can find another exit anywhere. Or if we have to
you walk back to that first.
Or go back the way we came.
Yeah, you walk back to the first chamber. Right? Isn't that what you want to do?
I want to. Is there in the chamber with the water? Is there any other chamber?
Hold on, you guys are talking at the same time. Hold on, Kevin, you go, and then we'll get Fernando.
Is there another exit in the water chamber other than the one we came by?
You can't tell because it gets too dark on that end and you can't get close enough with your lantern. I mean, I guess you could chuck the torch if you want to really know, but you can't see a far wall at this juncture. Beyond this
potential exit. So the only other potential exit is on the other side of the water. There's no
correct.
Exit, no other
correct.
Exit on this side of the water.
If the room continues on, it could go somewhere. As far as you can tell, it's just dark over there right now.
To find that out, we have to cross the water.
You got to cross the water. You could throw your torch over there to illuminate that area. Yep. Or the lantern. The lantern will probably break, but it'll leave. I guess you could see. Or take a shot, see if you ricochet. These are I'm throwing ideas. Whatever you want to try to do.
And how broad is the pool?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, it's wide and it's deep. It's 30 feet wide, 30 feet deep. Well, 30 feet across, and then about 3 foot deep, it looks like.
Okay, I could probably throw the torch across it then if I'm.
Oh, yeah, you could underhand it. A good chuck underhand should be able to get it across if you want. Is that what you want to do?
Right, well, hold on a sec.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to do that, or do we want to try one of the other passages first?
I am not interested in entering the water at this point in time. As I only see there is only
one. It may be our way forward.
Maybe, but it may be a quick escape. But we'd have to be able to hold our breath.
Oh God! Jump in the pool and follow it. Oh God, that's terrifying.
Do you want to see what's in the other? Do you want to see what's in the other hallways then?
I think that is, unless you want to try to check out this room further. But I'm nervous to enter the water.
Well, let's see if that is our last option.
Lieutenant Shaeder, you haven't mentioned throwing the torch to Jimenez yet. You've been thinking about it like, oh, I could just chuck this torch. Yeah. But it has not been verbalized, just FYI.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I'm talking about. We have 2 other corridors we could follow.
Yes, you do.
Right.
Before we have to come back to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So let's follow those, and if those go nowhere, we'll come back and see about crossing this water.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. Like, say, my first thought is the people right now. So, like, this room doesn't have people in it, and I'm too scared to enter the water. So, yeah, there's 2 other options right now that I need to.
That's bonus. Let's see if there's another way to go. If we can't, if this is the way we have to go, then this is the way we'll go.
So, say you go back to the first room.
So let's go.
Which way do you want to go? Right or straight ahead?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead. Okay.
The next one along the wall.
Sure. Yeah.
That's fine.
So you head through that. You find a. Let me double check.
How long is the corridor? My map is going to be
about 30 feet. It's about 30 feet long. Best guess. 25 to 30 feet. And at the end of it, you've got another room that's about 30 feet wide. And again, you got about a 10-foot on this side of yet another pool of water. It's a clear, still pool of water. It's about 30 foot across again. It looks like it's about 3 feet deep.
But this one isn't swirling.
Correct. There's no water moving at this juncture. At the far side, just in your light, again, as you get to the edge of the water and hold your lantern as far forward as you can see what appears to be another of these thrones. It appears to be made of some kind of porous, mossy stone, and there's another skeleton sitting in this throne, this chair, large chair, however you want to be. And again, it goes past where your light goes. So the room continues on and there's just darkness. It might end or it might continue on. It's impossible to tell with your lantern light.
And this pool seems to have no source of water entry or exit.
Correct. Just looks like a pool of water about 3 foot deep.
Is the water clear?
It's murky. You can see the bottom of it, but it's obviously been here for a while. There's kind of a smell. You're guessing it's probably stagnant. It's probably not moved and you don't know how long. So it's not necessarily dangerous. You have an epidermis to protect you from that. But
it's also leaching. It's probably leaching mineral from the rock.
Correct. So there's it's a weird smell. It doesn't smell like. Say again?
Maybe it flooded in here once too.
Maybe. Well, it's cut. Yeah. It's a cut. This is cut just like the rest of this place. It's like this is so weird. Yeah. What the hell? People
cut into shit they shouldn't cut into all the time.
But the point is, this looks more like a tub or a basin.
Correct.
Because it has no entry and no exit.
Yeah, it's a pool of
or a swimming pool
old water, 3 foot deep, and so it's waist deep.
Okay, let's try
roughly.
Let's try the third corridor and see where that takes us.
Door number 3, Monty. Let's see what's behind this.
The third corridor, it's almost identical to your first corridor. It goes about 30 foot, opens into this room. It looks a lot like the other 2 rooms. The pool in the center is filled with, let me make sure I got that, sparkling clear water. Okay. And again, there's a granite throne at the far end with a skeleton, and there's like some kind of clear gems or something in its eye sockets. All right. Oh, by the way, all these skeletons are wearing contemporary clothing. Like literally shit that somebody on the streets of Saltmarsh could wear. I forgot to mention that. I apologize. They're like, cowboy clothes or something like that. Dirty, maybe a vest, a suit coat, that kind of thing. It's really weird.
And the gems in their eyes are different colors.
Yes, exactly. This one's just clear. That you had other colors with the other ones.
So what was in the second room? I don't remember.
We saw green. We saw clear. What was the second room?
I don't. Looks like red, green. First room, red. Second room. These are clear.
Okay.
Let me double check. Make sure this is correct.
And by contemporary clothing, does it look like men's clothing or
yes, men's clothing? Definitely men's clothing. Kind of thing you would see a cowboy wear. Definitely bandana, maybe a bandito. Not a bandito. We're way too far north for that. But bandit, cowboy. What the hell else? Definitely not just like what? No, yeah, maybe a rancher of some kind. It's just very.
I said ranchero.
Right, but
maybe too north.
But a rancher.
A bandana like the one you've got there.
Kind of, yeah. They each have like a bandana, different colors. The colors don't seem to match anything. You know what I mean? It's not like red's on the red guy and all this other shit.
Okay. I mean, if you're not robbing places, a bandana keeps dust out of your nose.
It does. So, yeah. And they have bandanas.
There's a reason to use it other than concealing your identity.
And they're just sitting on these thrones. Yeah. There are armrests. And you can see skulls. It's a skull. It's skeletal fingers. These have been set up. Somebody must have set this up. There's no way that, you know what I mean? Like, somebody doesn't rot to skeleton and their clothes are still sitting on their body. This clothes would have gone first before the rest of the body. Yeah. It's weird. It's really fucking weird. What the fuck is this doing under here?
They're pretty much dressed like Ozuye Shappa.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they have accoutrements, belts, hats, things like that?
They do not. They don't have belts. No gun belt. They probably have suspenders under their vests. They do not have hats.
Okay, I can't see that from here. Okay.
Again, and this room goes beyond enough into This goes beyond enough into the darkness. You cannot tell if the room continues or if it ends in 10 feet, 20 feet.
We have to cross the water in one of these places.
That's kind of what it's looking like. Wait, let me double check something.
The man had red eyes, so maybe head to the one with the red eyes.
So you got moss covered in the first room with green eyes. You have got porous stone that's also moss covered.
With the red eyes.
In the second room, and in the third room, it looks like it's granite. It's more solid than the other two. Well, it's not covered with moss in this one. Yeah, there's a lack of moss. How about we say that? In this room.
The sparkling water may have something to do with that as well.
Very pure looking sparkling water. You can see it's about 3 feet deep.
You know what? I'm going to bend down and sniff that water. Is that the kind of sparkling mineral water that one might drink or might be available in a spa?
No, it's got kind of a harsh smell, actually. Do you have any science chemistry?
I do.
Do you? I'll give you that or natural world. Yes. Your pick.
I have both.
Whatever one's highest. Or whichever one you want to use. You can, if you can say I'm gonna,
I missed both.
Okay.
Natural world is higher at 60.
It's got a harsh smell. You don't think you want to drink it, but you're not certain what it's composed of.
19 coins in play, unfortunately.
That's okay. You wouldn't want to drink. You don't think you want to drink it, but you're not certain what the composition of it is exactly. So let's jump back to Sorcha, because she's been alone for a bit. So Sorcha,
that's the first time I've been to use my chemistry skill, actually.
I know.
It was the first time I got to use my lock picking skill too. So
yeah, that's okay.
It's been awesome so far.
What? You didn't break? Oh, you didn't have to use it when you broke into Widow Danforth's house, did you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
That's right. The window was open. Okay, Sorcha. So he has taken your information.
Right.
What did you have a specific message that you wanted to leave?
Yes, sir. I did. Actually, well, before leaving a message, I wanted to ask Sam. Now, where does the Father Lyman live? Would you mind?
He's got a little parsonage. He's got a little parsonage over. Oh, you probably saw it. It's across the way. I'm supposed to be keeping kind of an eye on it. We've been having some difficulties. Anyway, it's It's over a little ways away from the infirmary. He needs his privacy. The three of us have rooms here, and so it's good for him to be able to get away. He works so hard. He's so dedicated to healing the sick.
Lovely. Do you know when he tends to be in?
No, I don't. He keeps odd hours. He goes when he needs to go, despite being exhausted, tired, or sick himself.
So there's no particular time I might be able to call on him, perhaps?
No, ma'am. You could try any time. I can't guarantee if he'll be here or not.
Does he have any house servants or anything like that, or is it just him?
Just us.
Him there. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try him again.
The Latina woman says yes, and she kind of is wiping the salve that she's been applying off her hands, and she says, "I should probably tend to my duties there." And then she heads out the room.
All right. So I'll give her a wave.
She just nods to you as she goes by, gives you kind of it's kind of almost a come hither look. It's you must be misunderstanding. That doesn't make any sense. Like kind of like
yeah, I'll just like raise an eyebrow
like that at you, like ooh. Kind of is the feel you get. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then she leaves the room. She's going back through the examination room. It looks like back probably to the front.
So I know where Father Lyman stays.
He told you that it's they call it the parsonage. That the parsonage is, and he kind of gestures in a certain direction. You do remember seeing a building over there. You thought it was just a storeroom or a storage building because it's really small. But yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, it was lovely to meet you, Samuel.
It's very nice to meet you. I will tell Father Lyman you're looking for him, and ask him to see if he can either find you or send a note when he will be available.
Certainly. He can send a note, or else, and perhaps we could schedule a time to meet.
Yes.
Perhaps you could send that along.
I'm sure. Yes, I will definitely tell him. I'm sure that he will do everything in his power to try to meet with you, Miss.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you.
And he's going to escort you kind of like out through the examination room and then this living area. It looks like a little, when I say living area, it's more like a living room. It's like obviously where these people who work here have their meals, and there's like a fireplace and everything in there. So he very politely takes you back to the front door and sees you out. And then he kind of, you see that on your left as you're leaving there are 3 doors and 3 windows. It looks like it's hard to tell what. Obviously, those are some nice rooms. They have windows on them. You also notice like a lot of mosquito netting over the windows in the infirmary. There's a window there's a door, window, door, window, door, window. It almost gives you the impression that these are private quarters of some kind. As you go out, where are you going? Are you gonna go out the way the walkway goes and kind of back towards that little trail that leads back to town?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's like lunchtime.
Give me an intelligence check. No, you've probably been here about half an hour. It's probably about 10:30.
10:30.
It's still morning. It didn't take you long to have this conversation with him.
11.
Same with you guys. 11 at the latest. Same with you guys. You guys have been. I checked this room. Okay, it doesn't take long just to look.
Yeah.
How'd you do with your intelligence check, Sorcha? Okay, so so you kind of head out. Are you in the process of heading back towards town? Is that kind of the direction you're going?
I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, can I might go to the parsonage first. Just give it a knock.
Okay. Yeah, you can. You can head that way. Wow, that little Mexican woman is heading over there, ahead of you apparently.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know why. Somebody's pulling on your arm. It's your daughter.
Okay. I look down.
I don't like him.
Yes.
I don't like him. That's all she says.
Which one?
The blonde one.
Man?
I don't like him.
Why not?
He's
you
too
got a bad
polite.
feeling?
He's too polite. He's too nice, but he didn't tell you
a lot
anything.
of people are polite here.
But he didn't say anything. He asked a lot of questions. He didn't say anything. I don't know.
Noted.
You're walking towards the parsonage from the infirmary. You see the Mexican woman takes out appears to be a little ring of keys, which she inserts into the door. She hasn't looked behind her yet. She inserts into the door and she unlocks. You're almost to the infirmary. It's like 50 yards away. It's not like you're just like right here. You're pretty far back. I need a listen check from Jacqueline and Ozuye Shappa. Oh no! I saw Jacqueline was mouth. Oh no! 38. Is that good? That's a success. I take it, Shauna. Oh, that's a fail. Oh, that's right. No. How about Jacqueline? How did you do, Jacqueline?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's a fail. Okay. Okay. So you won't be hearing the click of the lock that gets. Wait. I know. You relocked it. Fernando relocked it, so it is definitely locked. So she's not going to just go like this and be like, "Why is this door unlocked?" So you will not hear that.
Maybe that's click. What they hear is the click.
They don't hear because they failed their fucking listen check.
I didn't hear shit.
They both failed listen check. All right. Meanwhile, down below, we'll go back down below before we jump back to the top, and all hell breaks loose. Remember, now keep in mind, in the bedroom, you guys have moved the armoire out of the way. Mm-hmm. So it's in kind of the middle of the room, and the two of you are situated somewhere near the top of the shaft. Not necessarily, one of you might be sitting on the bed, whatever. You're just kind of keeping a lookout. Fernando and Lieutenant Alonzo Shaeder, what have you decided to do down in the basement? We're very close to the end of the game session.
We're going to cross to one of the thrones.
Right. Which one? That was the big question.
Right.
So what are you going to do? I came back to you.
I propose going to the one with the red eyes, as Ozuye saw someone with red eyes in the swamp.
Red eyes was the big pool, wasn't it?
Right. The porous room with moss and the calm water.
I can give you a map. I think it actually has letters and numbers on it and shit, so that might actually be helpful. Okay. Give me one moment, sorry. I need this, I need this, I need this.
So that's the one we'll try then.
Let me make sure I get the right one.
That's what I'm just suggesting.
I have removed.
I agree with you. The water there is calm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Gaming text. It'll go in gaming text, guys. Gaming text. It still has the numbers on it. So this is kind of the layout, and you can also see the priory. The parsonage.
Oh, okay.
Above, you know what I mean?
H1 is the room we came down into,
yes,
whereas that stuff is all above H1.
You could kind of, if you zoom in on H2, see the swirl. I've removed a few things that were written on each of these in the water. H4 was straight ahead, mossy, porous stone. H3 was granite. H2 was mossy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I believe red was H2. No. Red was H4.
H4.
H4 was red. H2 was green. H3 is like red. Clear. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I need to just write those next to these things. So where were you guys going? Whoa.
H4.
Jacqueline's hiding again. H4. Oh, so straight ahead as you come in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what do you want to do? You've gone back to this room. You're standing there on this side of the water. 3 foot deep.
Start entering the water. Okay. And heading towards the throne.
You get down in the water. Like I said, it's 3 foot deep. So that's like waist deep. Oh. Ugh.
Yeah. That's
there's like that stagnant smell. It's like, my pants. But you cross over the water.
I'll wait on this side and cover him until he's the other side.
Okay, cover him. Define cover him. You have a gun in your hand?
Mostly just keeping. I've got the torch in one hand. I've got the other hand resting on the handle of one of my revolvers.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So you're just ready. Let's see. As you approach the throne, Jimenez, splash, splash. I mean, you're going to the middle, right? Are you not? Are you going around one of the edges? What do you prefer?
I wanna follow the edge of the wall.
Okay, so you go to the edge of the wall. As you
I'm
approach
still a little nervous of the center.
the far side, your lantern picks up that there is that southern area. It ends. You can see it on the map now.
Yeah.
And as you kind of get closer to that side, the skeleton stands up. I'm going to need a sanity check first before I tell you what happens next.
You go crazy.
That's unusual.
It would be nice to meet a skeleton that doesn't stand up, I'm just saying.
You met two skeletons didn't stand up when you went in that long cave thing. Now, some others did.
And a lot that did.
Yeah, well, okay, but you met two that didn't.
I'm just kidding.
I don't want to hear any more complaints.
In all fairness, the ones that stand up seem to be outnumbering the ones that don't.
They did. No, there was a bunch that never got up in that cavern, remember?
I succeeded at the sanity roll, by the way.
Oh, that's good. How did you do, Jimenez?
I failed.
Oh.
Either way, he can't trust it.
One sanity loss, Jimenez.
Oh, Andy,
I fucking minned out again. God damn. Fuck you. Okay.
I'm legitimately not surprised at this point. I'm legitimately
it
not.
Rises to its...
Of course it stands up. Why wouldn't it?
It rises to its feet, its teeth chattering, and then it speaks, which you also didn't... This one you didn't expect. It's talking.
Okay.
It says, more burglars. More burglars come to see what you could take. I've been robbed of my lair, robbed of my men, and robbed of my money. Now I shall rob you of your life. Now this is a very contemporary accent, and he's speaking English, and he's wearing
contemporary clothes.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
By the way, I'm aiming a revolver, and I was going to think about shooting it. Then it spoke. I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so you drew, and then it spoke.
Yeah.
That makes sense. No, that's cool.
You know, with a thumb on it, like, okay.
Yeah. Fernando's
I'm listening to what it has to say.
Fernando.
That's what it said.
I'm not here to rob you. We're just looking for missing people.
Okay.
I slightly switched.
All right. It can't make an expression. It's a fucking skull.
Right. It tilts its head. Yeah.
It does tilt its head. And it says, didn't anyone wonder what happened to Jules Hardy? Okay. Each of you can make an intelligence check to see if you have heard of Jules Hardy.
Success, just barely.
Oh, it makes sense that you would have. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Jules, 1 point off a hard success.
So Jules. Oh no! Hard success won't make a difference. I wouldn't waste a coin. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Jules Hardy, whose nickname was Jules, as in Jewels, Jules Gemstones.
Gemstone Jules.
There. You have heard rumors that his gang was smashed in late 1876 in Wyoming. Okay, he was a robber. He's a bank robber. He would rob banks and jewelry stores. He loved jewelry. Okay, and allegedly escaped to Idaho. The rest of his gang about a year ago.
Okay,
that was me, Jules Hardy. And then that goddamn priest came into the swamp. He found it. This was us. This was our lair. This was where we were. And then that son of a bitch killed us. He killed us all. This is where we made our stand. He's raising his voice. Jacqueline and Ozuye Shappa can make me a listen check to see if you can hear this yelling apparently happening down below. Tell me if you make a fumble, please, because that'll be real important at this juncture. 57 is a fail, regular fail. No.
No.
Okay. You guys are just up there waiting, keeping an eye out.
I passed my listen.
You passed. Yeah, somebody is yelling down there at a distance.
Is that
how did I hear the yelling, but not the... It's fine.
Not the what? Not the
you're
water?
Focused on the hole. You're
Not the
focused
door
on the
behind
hole.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're watching the hole. You got to make sure that rope stays there, and you're concentrating on the hole. And the door turning a lock is a click. And this yelling is echoing. Somebody is yelling words. You can't make out the words. You can still hear the splashing water.
Echoey is all.
Yeah, it's a mess.
By the way, but as he's yelling, I'll put up the gun.
Okay.
Like, okay, we're talking. We're not shooting.
Now, hold on. You've got it. Do you want to holster it, or do you just want to not point it at him anymore?
I'm just putting it up. Like, it's
okay. Fair enough. He appears to be focused
like,
pretty.
We're not. Okay, we're not fighting. That's good.
It's a fucking skeleton.
We don't have to fight you.
But it's all good.
We're not here to fight you.
How is he talking?
Well, we're not here to fight
he doesn't have vocal cords. What is happening? Okay. Let me tell you what else he tells you. He already said they made their last stand in this room. And you realize now there's some bones lying on the floor. You didn't really notice them before because there's like debris and rocks and busted shit in all these rooms. And he kind of points to you, and you can see the glittering in his eyes are some kind of rubies. Is your best guess? And he says, "He took everything. He took everything, and you're not taking anything." Okay. And he starts to raise a finger to point at you. So we're gonna go by initiative or by dex at this juncture. Let me find his. Okay. He is obviously going to do something. Jimenez, you're at the top of the round. So, what do you want to do? Well, wait, hold on. Lieutenant Shaeder has a gun in his hand. Add 50. That adds 50 to his dex. So he is technically at the top of the round. He's got a gun ready. All he has to do is this and pull a trigger. So you're at the top of the round if you're shooting Lieutenant Shaeder at this thing that is raising a finger to point.
He's extending a hand like he's gonna.
You don't know. Okay, you don't know what he's going to do.
He was shouting.
Yeah, he was shouting. If you don't want to shoot, then you're going to let Fernando have the first thing. If you want to just pop him, then you're going first. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to let Fernando move.
Okay, yeah.
See what he does.
Fernando, what do you want to do?
And if the thing acts toward him, then I'll take the shot at that point.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
right now all he's doing is pointing a
finger. I'm not here to rob you. I'm just looking for lost people, but I want to then like move and get out of the way of wherever he's pointing.
That finger's going to follow you.
I'm still like just trying to move.
Okay. Fernando's not doing anything essentially. I mean, he's getting out of the way, but the finger's following him. What do you want to do, Lieutenant Shaeder? He yelled he's just looking for people. I don't want to fight. Whatever you said. What do you want to do, Lieutenant Shaeder?
We're not thieves. We're looking for people. If you know where they are, please tell us.
Okay. Fernando, make me a power check.
Put him.
Make me a power check.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
You don't know. It's a power versus power. Oh, my God.
I know my power isn't what it used to be ever since I healed that person in the dreamland.
Yeah, that's true. I rolled an extreme success, just FYI.
Yeah, well, I rolled a crit fail.
He's pointing at Fernando, and let me see.
I rolled a 99, and my power is less than 50.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay, he doesn't really have any control over this. So, Fernando disappears. Aaron, you might actually remember some shit like this happening before in a different campaign.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he vanished. Fernando vanishes. He's just gone. You hear water splash. Where he was standing before, this water apparently comes back together because he's now gone. And there's a little tiny bit of wind you can feel head towards where he was standing a moment before. You're up, Lieutenant Shaeder.
I'm gonna point the weapon directly at him.
Okay.
Bring him back, goddammit.
And that finger is heading your direction. You've got the weapon pointed at him. You will get a shot off before the finger points to you if you want.
I'll take the shot.
Okay, make me a roll.
We tried.
It's a dead guy and an ex-criminal.
And I missed.
You missed. Okay, ricochets off of the throne. It shatters part of it. The stone that it's made of is obviously not super strong.
Good to know.
So like like volcanic stone, you know how it's kind of like brittle and can break away.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like it feels like that. And he points at you. I'll need a power check from you, Fernando. I'm going to tell you what happened to you momentarily.
Okay.
I rolled a
power. I failed.
You failed. Okay. I rolled a hard success.
Not a critical failure, just a failure.
That is not possible. Hold on just a second. There's only 2 places. That's not possible.
Well, if there's only 2, then flip a coin.
Well, no. I guess there are others, but he can't go that way. Hold on. Well, we'll just do this. Okay. You find yourself, Lieutenant Shaeder, you find yourself in that first room. You know what I mean? Like you're suddenly there. I'm going to tell you, Jimenez, you appear on the surf. You are between the parsonage
outside.
And the fucking and the parsonage and the hold on. Yeah, you're between the parsonage and the infirmary. Like outside, like you're like, oh my, you are blinded by sunlight.
I'm probably blinded right now.
It's going to take you a moment to figure out what the hell's going on. Miss Blackwood and Ozuye Shappa, you hear a gunshot come from below you. Okay.
Wasn't it a gunshot? It was underground.
They're right at the top of the hole, though. You know what I mean?
Like, a moment later. Damn it.
Hold on a sec. Let me give her a check here.
That's me from below.
That's you from, what'd you say?
That's me from below. Damn it. What the hell?
And then you hear, damn it, what the hell? Sorcha, the woman, entered the building and closed the door behind her. Did you continue on towards it? Towards the building?
Yeah.
I need a spot hidden from you. This is interesting. Jacqueline and Ozuye Shappa, you hear a gasp from the doorway that leads to the other part of the house. What are you doing here? Jacqueline? Are you there, Jacqueline?
Turn around.
Is she deafened? What do you...
I'm taking notes, sorry.
The little... I will always...
I turn towards the voice. Notes.
It is the short Mexican woman standing in the doorway of the bedroom. You did not hear her enter. And that's what she said. What are you doing here? Sorcha, how'd you do with your spot hidden?
Just barely.
You made it?
Yep.
That dude with the sombrero appears like 30 feet like in front of you. Like out of nowhere. There's a man standing facing you from the direction that you guys entered. You see this lady. Oh yeah, and then he does like this. Like he's blinded. Thank you, Aaron.
Wait.
Like out of nowhere, he just appeared.
I'm confused. Where am I exactly, and how is he in front of me? Because I thought in front of me was the door.
No. You haven't reached the parsonage yet.
I'm not quite there yet. Okay.
Yeah, so you saw her open it and close the door behind her. You're walking towards it, and all of a sudden, boom, this guy appears like 30 feet ahead of you. It's like still another 60 feet to the parsonage. There's no path. This is just like a cleared area. It's kind of open. You can see some stumps where they've obviously chopped down some trees, and some divots where they probably dug up the stumps. And he immediately is covering his eyes. He's holding a lantern in one hand. When he covers his eyes, you see rice spills out of his other hand. And he's just like, and looks like he is in great pain from the sun hitting him. And your daughter says, where did he come from? And
do I recognize him? Do I know?
Yeah, it's that Mexican fella from the saloon.
Sir.
Okay,
are
now
you okay?
I'm gonna.
Are you all right?
You hear a voice of a woman. It must be that Mexican woman. You should shoot her. It's
No.
That's the only woman around here. No. You recognize the
How many
lady.
coins is that worth, Andy? I want to know how many coins is that worth.
I'm
All
sure
the
it was
coins.
more Irish than I.
You recognize the voice as that lady that was at the saloon last night. You talked to her for a little bit at the thing this morning. Now we are at 10:05. Everybody, we can continue a little longer, or we could call it right here if everybody can make it in 2 weeks, because this is probably gonna. I mean, we're in a kind of a combat situation at this juncture, and we'll be in combat until, especially Lieutenant Shaeder, if he wants to go back and deal with this thing again or not, because that's definitely combat. Plus, you got this lady who just came in the room with you.
Yeah.
She doesn't appear to be armed.
I'm good for 2 weeks. This is a good cliffhanger.
It is a huge cliffhanger. So
I'm also good.
I'm going to pull up my calendar.
Is that going to work for everybody? Because we can end it right here as some shit's going down.
Right now, I should be.
Gunfire. I'll tell you this: gunfire down in that hole is probably not going to be heard by anybody outside outside of this little building. Yeah. Right. So, but any other gunfire is going to definitely be heard by anybody in the vicinity, within all the way to the reservoir. Although there has been been gunfire up here before where they've been hunting. So, and you guys all know that they sometimes hear gunfire from this area.
I will say though, there's probably, if people know their guns, there's a definite sound to a rifle and a pistol going off.
So, and if it's really close, you still got, as far as like Sorcha knows, Daniel's right in the infirmary, 50 yards away or less. So, real quick, so 2 weeks. We're going to do 2 weeks, 7 o'clock. Fernando Jimenez. Yep. Questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms. Favorite thing, least favorite thing.
No criticisms at all. What's the one? I forget my favorite thing.
That's okay.
It happened towards the end. At first, it was going to be I made a lockpick check, but then something else happened that I liked a lot more.
That's
but
okay.
I can't remember what that was.
You can tell me later. How about Jacqueline Blackwood? Questions, comments, suggestions, favorite thing, least favorite thing, criticisms. I always
Another
do this.
talking skeleton?
What? This is the first talking skeleton.
Okay, well, this is first talking skeleton. The other ones
were just violent.
In my defense, this scenario was supposed to be played before. If that scenario wasn't even supposed to be played, it was just what ended up happening. So
okay, that's fair. I still like the skeleton. He seems like a cool guy. I'd be his friend.
Jules, the bandit.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Lieutenant Shaeder, questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms, favorite thing.
We have if he hates the priest, we have a common enemy. If he
potentially, but he's also a skeleton. So sometimes they're not rational. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes.
I've never met a rational skeleton.
I've never. In all fairness, yes.
He's very upset.
So, that. Anyway,
okay.
So little dungeon crawl, Call of Cthulhu style. Okay, sure. Why not?
What did you say? Little what?
Little dungeon crawl, Call of Cthulhu.
Oh yeah. Well, this is actually a scenario from Dungeon Magazine, but I always pick dungeons that there's not much dungeon to them. So you found 3 rooms. That's not much of a dungeon.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's we still haven't found the people we're looking for, but
no,
that we found something else.
Consider this: you came down 30 feet.
Yeah,
that cliff is 80 feet high, and that crack was towards the bottom.
Yeah, which means somewhere further down.
Could be. Likely. It's likely.
Also,
yes.
A quick little reminder before I go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
For next week.
Yeah.
We're aiming for the company boys.
Right.
I may be a few minutes late.
Okay.
Excuse me. I've got a game at 6, so I should be back home by 8.
We play by 8, right? So we'll wait for you, man. And if you can't make it or whatever, then we'll.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, it'll be done by that hour, I think.
Okay.
It's
if the game master can't make it, we'll just play without him.
Yeah, exactly.
For that,
we win.
Wow, those pistols went for $5,000. I could get out of New York City. Anyway,
all right.
Yeah, so that's not a problem, Kevin. We'll wait for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. With that, I am being
Go eat.
asked by a cat to serve supper, so I am off to supper.
All right.
All right.
Good seeing you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Night.
Take care all.
Okay.
Night.
Ozuye Shappa, thank you. Ghost Girl Lillian. Ozuye Shop for the banning that you just did. Ozuye Shappa, questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms, favorite thing, least favorite thing.
Honestly, I love that we finally got a hint into who Adam is.
It was supposed to be Hutton.
Yeah,
this whole situation was supposed to be Hutton.
But you know what? The player got it.
Yes.
There's some relief there, I guess. And that's actually really cool. I like how you were able to, introduce some information to Ozuye Shappa when he wasn't there. That helped the party, so you did a really good job with that.
Thank you. That was just how it played out, because you couldn't make it that weekend. So I was like, he leaves. Why would he leave abruptly? He saw Chiatanka again. So,
but
Chiatanka was like, and he's like, fuck, I gotta go.
Brought him to something.
Brought him to 2 things. Showed him 2 things. Yeah. The skunk ape. Sorcha O'Dali, who doesn't want to give her second name. Questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms, favorite thing, least favorite thing.
All right, that's a good point. That was kind of a point of contention. It's so I'm still not used to this time period, I guess, because people don't like to use first names.
People will use first names, but if they want your full name, they're going to ask it. And the Mrs. is very important. A Mrs. would indicate you're either married or a widow, but a Miss with a child means you're a whore. Pretty much.
They don't do the Ms. thing?
No.
Like the
Ms. is from the 70s. That started in the 60s. I can't remember 60s or 70s. Ms. is not a thing. You're either a Mrs. or a Miss.
I could see that being a woman's liberation sort of, but like...
Yeah. It makes sense.
Not yet, though. So if you're not a Mrs., then you're a Miss, and that means you've had a child out of wedlock. And for a lot of people, that's going to be like, oh.
Yeah, they're going to judge me.
Yes, they will. They will in this time period, especially men. Especially men, not going to lie.
I just figured this place would be a little more forgiving to that sort of thing, but it's still way back in the day, so ye old times.
150 years ago.
Got it. Okay. One other thing, Father Lyman is very hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, he is.
What the hell is his schedule? He sounds like me. Out of character.
I think everybody knows what his schedule is.
Are you a vampire then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorcha has not really.
My sleep schedule, pretty much. It's very, very fucking chaotic.
I will say though,
Sorcha has the information. These people are looking for a bloodsucker, a vampire, something. At least according to Ozuye Shappa, a red Indian. Can you trust? And a man. Can you trust him? She does not have the specific information that Father Lyman is in any way connected to what they were discussing yet. She is
okay.
You know what I mean? You're not really connected. You don't have all the information. So you have been playing it like you don't know how to get hold of Father Lyman. And even if it's because you don't know how to get hold of him, everybody else is like, oh, he's a vampire. He can only come out at night. Sorcha doesn't get that. She doesn't have that information. So you've been playing it perfectly.
People are being very shady. She's definitely clocking the fact that they're being shady as hell about it.
Yes.
She's getting that.
That's why you had a psychology roll against Dunchit. Because some of the things he was saying, out of character, some of the things he was saying were like not making a lot of sense. And so you got that psychology check to be like, and your daughter doesn't trust him. You've been teaching her not to trust men. And he's shady. So she might fall in love with Clarissa. You don't know. Maybe your daughter's going to be like, that Mexican lady, she's amazing. I want to be her daughter too. Or whatever. You don't know how that's going to play out at this juncture.
Yeah.
So, but no, you're playing it perfectly, Josie. You really are, whether you're doing it on purpose or not. You don't have the information. Good. You don't have the information that says Father Lyman, which they think they do. Father Lyman's a vampire. Is I think where you guys are leaning at this juncture. But I could be mistaken. And so it's fine. And you're doing fine. It's going really well.
I think I'm leaning enough into that compared to what I know. due to what I know, I think I'm like the right amount of suspicious of him, and
it's
also
weird
just being suspicious of him in general.
Yeah, he's got no schedule.
So,
they don't know when he's going to be around. That's weird. I mean, I guess you always know when your boss is going to be at wherever. You know, sometimes bosses are like.
Tell me, even like a time frame, like he doesn't even have a routine at all.
It doesn't seem like it.
Like what the fuck? That struck
that's his perfect boss. Actually, that's the least perfect.
That's terrible boss. But for Sorcha, does she have a time frame? Did she keep a strict schedule, or was she more fluid when she was working in her little store? I mean,
she's aligned with the Earth cycles. Okay, she's aligned with the sun. She's aligned with the Earth.
Well, she probably.
Hippie witch woman.
She probably kept her store open during hours when people are most likely to be there. Now, she's not a doctor. She's not in the medical profession professionally. Maybe doctors keep weird hours. Of course, Dr. Davis was there during the daytime when you would expect somebody to be there. Yeah. But he's also a Catholic priest. You don't know what duties he has.
It's weird that he wouldn't be out during the day, I guess. I don't know.
I would challenge you not to make.
I
would challenge you not to make the connection yet about him never being there during the daylight, because she has not had that experience. Yeah. Whereas every time they've come during the day, he's nowhere to be seen. He shows up after dark when they've been there once before. He showed up in town after dark at the saloon last night. But
it's only been 2 days.
After he shows up at the saloon at night, you can start making that assumption.
Yes, after the second time, you might be like, "That's weird. Why is he only coming to town at night?" But I challenge you to keep your character in the dark a little longer with all this stuff until they come to you and are like, "Why'd you bring your daughter up there to get eaten by a vampire?" Whatever they do, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how this is gonna play out. This could turn very ugly very quickly.
But also I didn't want him to come see me at the saloon or at the hotel or whatever again, because I don't know, I just felt it almost felt like he was like violating my space. Like he touched my child, and like he's a man, and he also is a man of the church.
I get that.
All these things.
Keep in mind, in this time period,
he violated my space, and it's like I don't want him on my turf. That's my turf right now.
Keep in mind, and this is something Sorcha would know. In this time period, men can do pretty much anything they want to women. You know what I mean? Not anything, but they can do a hell of a lot more than nowadays. I mean, you can crowd a woman, you can get in her face, you can do that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's completely unacceptable nowadays without consent. But in this time period, if a man thinks he needs to get in your face, he can get in your face. It's not fair, it's not right, but it's how it was. It's very misogynistic.
Unless her brother or her dad or her husband is around,
correct.
Correct. Right.
And right now, Sorcha's alone.
She's alone.
She is totally alone in this town. She has not found any allies. Maybe Dr. Davis, he seemed pretty nice. His receptionist seemed pretty cold.
I did not like her at all. She was very rude.
She is not white.
I have an idea.
So I
have an idea of who she is. If you're going to stick with your northern exposure kind of thing.
I'm just going off of her behavior. She was very rude, and it was unnecessary.
She is,
so
but
I did not like her.
And Sorcha's had little or no experience with Red Indians.
Right.
Sure.
She's from back east. She said literally, Ed is the first Red Indian that's probably talked to her child. Ozuye Shappa.
So she's
number 2, and then
now which are completely opposite.
Yeah, and then this lady, this receptionist, is the third Red Indian you've actually talked to. Ozuye was number 2. Ed was number 1.
But also a little spooky, I guess.
He was talking about some really weird stuff. He was talking about some really strange stuff. It had to be a story. He was just telling a scary story.
I mean,
it had to be a scary story. But he was telling it in first person, like it happened to him. That's weird.
Right.
That must be how they tell their story.
Maybe that's how the natives tell their stories. Weird.
Ozuye Shappa was being nice.
He was real nice.
He was nice.
He was super nice. What's her name? Aisling liked him. He talked to her. He was like very friendly to her.
I was gonna say Ozuye Shappa likes children.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, he seemed very good natured. I think that's
yeah.
the impression.
Okay, let's finish up the stream, guys. Let's finish up and we can chat some more after if anybody wants to. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate. Sky was here. Sky came by. I think they have left. I see Rudy McTootie was here. I appreciate him so much. He actually did not think that my accent was terrible, I believe. I can't remember what he wrote.
That's a great
or
name.
somebody said
That's a great
ex Rudy McTootie. He's awesome.
Rudy McTootie.
You should check out his streams. He's hilarious. He's a lot of fun. He's a really nice guy, even though I'm sick of Resident Evil. Everybody's playing Resident Evil. But he's having a good time with it.
Passport too.
Say again?
He said that you should get an Irish passport because you're a natural, and then Sorcha gets a passport too.
I would love to go to Ireland. I would love to see Ireland. But I appreciate anybody else who is watching. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate my players. And we will see you here next week for Company Boys in Cthulhu, wherein I play a thug. Me and Aaron play thugs. It's so much fun. And in 2 weeks, we will try to see how this plays out.
Who likes to fight?
Yeah.
So thanks for watching.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I'm moving.
In 2 weeks? Okay.
Know.
If you can't make it, we will make it work. And actually, Sorcha's kind of disconnected right now from the party. So seeing a man appear and you being like, fuck this, I'm out, is not a non-natural reaction of you being like, okay, let's go. Yes, and your child is with you, so let's go. And it'll work out. It will definitely work out, Josie. Okay.
I'll try to make it, but it's just that's at the very
no. That's okay.
Moment I need to be moving, basically.
If you know you're not going to be here, that information, send that to me or put that in scheduling.
I'll let you know.
Like, I can't make it. And it'll be like, okay, we're cool. Your character's not going to die. Your child's not going to die. You're going to leave.
I'm going to go with unlikely that
that's
I'll
fair.
be able to make it.
No, that's fine. And that's fair. That is totally fair. And we'll figure it out. And if you just retreat back to town while these guys get their asses kicked, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, while they, anyway.
And then you meet all of our new characters.
Hey, I thought that crit fail on that power check was going to kill me in all honesty.
No. You've dealt. We'll talk about this in a moment. We'll talk about it in a moment. All right, so good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.